Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. Welcome back to the Tales from the Yawning Portal. Tonight, our brave band of adventurers. Oh, thank you for following. Nerdy Drunken Monkey Goblin. Well, that's the highlight of the evening, right there.
What a name!
You need to find a way of incorporating that into this. We need that character, that NPC.
Leave it with me. So, tonight we're going to be continuing with our Tales from the Yawning Portal campaign. In just a minute, one of the players is going to give us a brief recap of what happened last session. Dragon Blood. A wild dragon enters the channel. What do we do? I think we say hello and thank you for messaging.
Run!
And then stab it in the groin.
Don't be a donkey. Don't be donkey.
Nerdy Drunken Monkey Goblin says he's not a bad monkey goblin. They're not a bad monkey goblin. Nothing in your name suggests your alignment either way.
Except if he gets drunk,
Probably chaotic. Let's say. I mean, monkeys are chaotic by default. So, yes, right. Gentlemen, would one of the players like to give a quick recap for our audience of how we got to where we are?
do you want me to start from last episode or the entire?
Very quickly, do everything.
Oh god, okay. So, the whole party entered a bar called the Yawning Portal, took to the prior of the establishment, got told about under mountain.
Under mountain, that's it.
And got told that we weren't allowed to go in there, we weren't ready. Then we got told to talk to a older dwarf called Jurek. He told us about a sunless citadel full of goblins and a magical tree. And then we all fell asleep, assumingly from the food or something. Woke up next to a younger Jurek, seemingly in the story that we've just been told. We then ventured down, entered the sunless citadel, explored a few rooms. Alan got knocked for the first time by an own teammate. Then we found a kobold who talked about an escaped dragon. We followed him to the rest of his people, got told about this dragon, made a deal that if we found the dragon, we would get given a key for a door we previously found that couldn't open. We ventured back, encountered more goblins, encountered more loot, encountered some undead. We rescued some kobolds, we rescued a gnome priest, and eventually found the dragon, put him to sleep, brought him back to the kobolds, been given the key, and now we're having a night's rest.
That's very succinct and highly accurate.
Perfect.
I can't think of anything you really missed out.
And Alan got knocked down again by another teammate.
Other than Alan's second critical hit from a teammate in 2 sessions.
We're going to have one possession.
Yeah. Other than that,
Who's targeting him this week?
whose turn is it?
Dibs.
I can try chromatic orb and see how that goes.
An actual name on it. He's not here, we can shit talk him, it's fine.
He's going to pop up and go, I heard you.
No, he's not.
He has to walk through the door first. So yeah, that's essentially it. You guys are all in this this room in the centre, having been allowed to camp here after returning Calcrix, and once again talking to the kobold leader. Anyone remember the kobold leader's name? It's okay if you don't.
I can't pronounce it, but I've got it written down.
Yeah, Yusdrael.
Yusdrael, that's it.
So yeah, you wake up and, to be honest, it's not the best place to have a nap. It's an old stone building underground.
I'm fine, I've got my shell.
However, it's also not the worst place you've had a nap. It is at least mostly dry.
Is Meepo with us, or
Meepo is not with you. If you remember, Meepo is in charge of Calcrix's cage and care.
Okay.
You don't see anyone in the room except for yourselves, the halfling and Durek are here.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Kobolds aren't a nice species either. We can save a job for someone later. I'm just suggesting. Just put that out there.
You're suggesting that there's a possibility you could kill the kobolds.
What I would never suggest such a thing. What are you talking about? But yes, just an option. There might be some loot, they're pretty squishy. I feel a bit stronger for some reason this morning.
Good. This is
We're
the
not
part.
doing genocide.
Just putting the options out there. No, whoa, I never said genocide. They are still, by most species, classed as a burn. I hate to put it, but they are. They're not accepted in wider society. And sooner or later, someone's going to come down here, and clear them out. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but we could be the accepting party, just try and broaden people's horizons,
I'm just thinking if there's any gold in here, that was all.
I can put them to sleep, we can nick the gold.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking.
I do feel like they've been quite kind to us by giving us this key. And
Yeah, I guess we could check out this dragon room before we
stuff,
venture
but,
further in,
yeah,
so you still find.
I don't think
Oh,
we should
okay.
kill them. And I don't
Oh,
often
yeah.
say that. I like killing stuff.
Let's put the killing things on a hold, go
Okay.
check out the store,
Okay,
we'll come back.
we'll put that on the notice board for later. No worries.
So you folks are going to go and have a look for the at the dragon door that you couldn't get through earlier.
Yep, we guess so.
Okie dokie. So the dragon door, for anyone watching who wasn't watching last time or doesn't remember, is down here in this bottom corner. Making sure I get it on stream properly. There we go. It's alright. Just as you're getting ready to settle off, the half-orc wakes up.
Oh, come on.
God, he was hard to wake.
Okay, I was just about to kill him. Come on, fuck.
I'm up.
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
up.
gonna
I'm up.
get a dose in, sorry.
Well,
Okay,
we have to
so
do it once per session.
I was going to say, get it out of the way now before you...
you have returned to the dragon door. Just a minute. You're right, Alan. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Have you had a chance to level up your character?
Yes, I have.
Good.
We're level 2.
You return to the room with the dragon door.
Wow. Don't forget
Yes.
where my JM was.
However, this is where you last saw your dwarf companion. You'll all remember the slightly unruly dwarf that joined you in the first session. He was left here examining and admiring the stonework that has gone into the door. He is not in the room anymore. Now, it has been nearly 18 hours since you were last here.
Are there any traces of him?
You can roll investigation or perception checks for me to see if you can find him.
Yeah, I'll roll an investigation check.
The cold doesn't really give a shit, so he's just gonna wait.
Okay, that's very in character. I love it.
I'm going to try and smell him.
Good,
That's
good.
why I'll get
Any opportunity to get that advantage.
absolutely.
Stop sniffing things, you wait it out.
You're the one with the whip.
Yeah, I'm king. What am I going to say?
13.
13's
I
a good
got
roll.
14.
14. Smiler, do you have a roll you want to do?
No, I don't care.
I like the wall a little bit more.
Okay.
No bothered.
So, the good news is there is no obvious signs of blood or battle in this room. The bad news is that there is the shape. It's really hard to describe. It's impressions in the dirt in this area near the door.
Yep.
This implies
In dirt, it just says gone for lunch.
Taking a leak.
Taking a 10-minute break.
there was a struggle of some form here.
Okay, he's been kidnapped.
It certainly seems that way. There are no drag marks, so either he was carried away on something, or he left of his own free will. But with little evidence of blood means he probably wasn't dead and didn't kill who attacked him.
There was no drag marks out the door.
No, no drag marks or anything. There are some
Okay.
footsteps, but they have been trampled over so much that you can't tell whose footsteps they are. They're not distinct enough.
Well, do we head to the top of the list and come back?
Yeah, that's a list. I can't more about this door, to be honest with you. I go to unlock the door.
It's your thing?
Cool.
If there was some drag marks, I'd follow them for a little bit, but I ain't got my crystal ball with me, so.
Did it fail? Yeah, it ran out before I got here.
The greens failed massively.
Oh, is that right?
So, you place the key with the carved dragon end
Yep.
into the mouth of the dragon. You realise that the way you look at it, once the key goes in, if you look down the back of your hand, there's two prongs at the top of the key and they match up with where the fangs are in the front of the mouth of the dragon perfectly. The key, without you moving it, the key twists itself.
Yeah.
And the door slides back ever so slightly and then starts to swing open.
Oh, yeah, open sesame just as it's doing
I
it.
thought you were
the
saying the
dramatic
fangs
effect.
slammed on my hand then, I was like.
As the door opens, a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door indicate that the chamber beyond has been sealed, perhaps for ages. Dust, long undisturbed, covers every surface in this large gallery you find yourself in.
True.
Has anyone got asthma? No.
No.
It might be a bit difficult for the elephant because it's been
Don't,
clogging his trunk.
don't call me. I don't have a nose.
Yeah, we know no-nos. We know.
Okay, this is where you see yourself.
See what happens.
The air here is stale. 3 alcoves are on the north wall and 1 is on the south wall. Each alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal. Sitting atop them are globes made of a crystal-like material. The globes in the northern alcoves are all cracked and dark. However, the globe in the southern alcove glows with a soft blue light, and faint music appears to be emanating from it.
No.
I want to go touch it.
Gabe's not touching it all.
Can I
ain't touching that shit.
investigate it before he touches it, please?
If you would like to...
I mage hand the glowing orb.
1 second.
Actually,
So,
I'm not-
first of all, a half-orc would like to investigate. Hang on, me little...
I
this
don't.
gun moves.
I think away from that all. I don't trust that shit.
I'm staying behind the door.
Ho not fucking 20, motherfuckers. I'm-
Okay.
Sorry, Mum, if you're watching.
I mean, I'll see what happens with this first.
So, half-orc is investigating.
I'll
Everyone else is spread around.
once he's investigated.
My shell is facing it, so it's covering me from the orb. I'm looking towards the broken ones.
So, I need you all... I don't need you all, meh. I need... Alan.
Yes.
First of all, I'll describe the pedestal and the orb that's on.
Yep.
As you step closer towards the orb, you realise that whilst it appears to be a solid crystal sphere, something which would be incredibly rare, naturally occurring, and even harder to work if made by hands, the colours inside it seem to move almost like there's Christmas lights inside it that are being rotated. So different colour patterns are sort of rotating through the orb.
Okay.
And as you look into it, there's this music, this, for want of a better word, video game background music. Gets louder. And as you stare, it gets louder. And as you get closer, it gets louder.
Okay.
As you get close enough to admire the pedestal on which it sat, which looked to be rough stone rocks, but actually appears to be very carefully carved and a very minute replica of some great battle. What you thought were bumps and divots in the stone appear to be shields and heads and helmets.
Okay.
This is
Like a tapestry almost.
this is very fine, very minute handiwork with like a couple of needles chiseling the rock out.
Okay.
Just as you step to within 5 feet of it for the best look you can get and real examination, there is a swell of music. This is the moment in the film where the dramatic music overtakes the soundtrack. All you can hear is music. And I need everybody to roll me a DC. I'm not going to tell you the DC actually. To roll me a Constitution save.
Awesome.
Or a Wisdom save if that is better.
Yep. 15 for me, sorry.
Totally doing a wisdom save.
15?
Same.
14.
14.
18.
18.
18 and 18. Okay, so who was it that rolled the 14? Tell Cook.
No, Azrath.
Azrath rolled the 14. So, the music swells up. I've got the wrong player there. The music swells up. It gains in volume, in presence. It fills the room. All of you can feel it, almost like a physical pressure, squeezing your heads. Azrath, with no word of a warning,
Yes.
sprints out the doors.
Okay.
No sound, no cry of help, no panicked expression, just turns and sets off at a full sprint.
I can feel this happening from the thing, right?
He's closely... Yeah, you can feel this happening, but you can't stop it. He is
I throw
closely
a
followed by the cleric.
Oh.
I throw a javelin at the orb.
Oh, not me.
You throw a javelin at the orb.
Yep.
I wanted to detect magic first.
Roll to hit. If you want to throw a javelin
It's gonna go
at the
down.
orb that Alan is stood next to.
That is 22.
Thank
I
God
use
you
my
hit the orb.
dexterity to throw it back at him.
So you've hit the orb, roll to damage. If you want to, you can grab it out of the
Max
air.
damage, so that is 11 damage.
This is going to go badly if this isn't that happy.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything quite that bad. It's like having Cal on the party again.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you all to roll me another wisdom saving throw.
These are always the things I want.
Except for Azrag, who's outside.
It's always the things I want to do, but I hold myself back from doing these things.
So, everyone roll me another wisdom save.
I got an 8 this time.
13.
Ooh,
Okay. Azarth,
Yeah.
once you get to this courtyard, you suddenly regain your senses and control of your body.
I start walking back in.
You turn around and not moments later, all 4 of the other party members come pelting full pace out of that room.
Yeah. We fell.
Again, because you got there first and you regained your senses, you turn around and you see them get here, and suddenly it's like their eyes go back to having consciousness behind them. They go from being that sort of blank-eyed stare to being aware of what's going on.
Well, did they all manage to avoid that trap hole?
The trap's already been set off, so your body naturally just goes across the hole.
Okay.
That's like you've got blades on you.
I go back. I start.
No, has anyone got any fabric?
I'd like to go back, please. I would like to see if I can detect any magic.
Anyone got any spare fabric?
Because me investigating it triggered the runaway thing.
Only because I got within 5 feet.
Well, let's just avoid that all.
Who's going back first?
I would like to, please.
Okay.
I follow the elephant.
I tear off a bit of my, clothes and
Yeah.
shove it in my ear.
Good shout.
I do the same.
Are you all following?
Yes.
Stop my ears with fabric.
So, you come into the room, but now...
That arm's going to be shattered now, isn't it?
Do you know,
How different was the glowing?
the light has gone out from the orb,
Okay.
and a massive crack has appeared at the front. There is no evidence of the javelin, however.
Oh, is that disintegrated?
There's just no evidence of it. No ashes, no bits of dust,
Yeah.
no bits of wood or splinters, nothing. It's just gone. However, the orb is dark and there is no longer any music.
Okay, I'll take out the fabric.
Alright, guys, how about...
I will...
Indiana
I'm
Jones,
going to
you
see
know.
if I can detect any magic from that. Residual magic
You
from that.
casting the spell detect magic.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one?
Stronger from the orb that is just broken, but also a little bit coming off the other broken orbs behind you. There is the glow of illusion magic. Which is a lot of school, mostly involving the mind and what you see and perceive and things.
That was fun.
The ones behind you, though, it's like watching a light bulb that is just about dead. It's really dull, really low. You can only tell it's glowing because there's a vague sort of like line where it's a different shade. The one that's just died, much brighter, but it is fading as you watch to be a very, very faint aura rather than it broadcasting light.
Okay.
Got to do 4 of us. Do we all touch one of the orbs at the same time,
Let the party know what I have learned.
I think they were just traps to try and deter people from going through, so I think next room, I would say.
I mage hand the other door.
The door opposite you.
Yep. I use mage hand to open it.
Unless the boy doesn't want to move on, we can do something in here, but...
Hang on. Boom.
We can take one of the old brothers if we want, I don't know.
So the door opens. It's a small, short, if I get my reveal cube ready. You find a short corridor with another door opposite you.
I go in first.
The air is stale in this 20-foot long corridor, which leads to another closed stone door opposite. Who's going in first? Tell Cook.
I'll go in first. I'm the one that soaks all the damage, so I'll go in first.
Are you walking all the way to the end? Are you...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll look for traps. I'm not
Okay.
going to find them, but I'll look for traps.
Roll me a perception check.
Ten. Oh, it's like a safe corridor for me.
It's absolutely a safe corridor.
Cross.
Okay.
Why would you think otherwise?
Yeah, exactly. Who would... Why would there be a corridor with a trap in? That would be rude.
1 second.
All of a sudden, a gigantic cube appears.
As you step forwards,
Help yourself, by the way. I might do it actually. There's some diet Red Bulls if you want.
as you step forward, sorry,
Yep.
there is a weird noise. It's like a click or a clack or a crack.
Uh-huh.
And then with a thunk, your left side sprouts a new, very small and very painful wooden limb.
Son of a bitch!
This new arm appears to be about 2 feet long, just over, with feathers on the end.
Sorry, I think I just missed something. Did someone just sprout a new arm?
Well, they got shot by an arrow.
Oh, okay.
And you take 10 piercing damage.
10! Fuck!
This is in deep as well, like you can feel it scraping on your ribs.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
This is painful.
I'm all out the room.
You're going out the room, you say?
Yeah. Fuck!
Oh, what are we doing there?
Find the trap first. Son of a bitch, somebody pull this out.
I pull it out.
Leave it in!
Elkie Timbers shouts, "Leave it in! Don't be doing that, you daft bastards!
Oh, son of a bitch. You went straight through the fucking shell.
Come here, let me have a look at you." Derek offers a clear vial containing a ruby red liquid.
Oh, shoot that shit.
He says, "Right.
Did you just say shoot that shit into me?
I chugged that shit instantly.
Yeah, he starts with a nostril.
You nearly made me cover my D&D table with Pepsi then.
Little Timbers is examining the wound. Looks like a broadhead punctured straight through the side of your shell here. Do you know what?
Feel it rips.
I doubt this would have done any damage if it hit anywhere else.
Oh yeah,
No.
I know how that works.
This is almost like a. I mean, it's hit you in a very critical area. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Right now.
I was there, surprisingly.
Hit me.
Okay, we're gonna have to get the arrow out of here before giving you the potion. I tell you what, he pulls out a weirdly appropriate stick to put into your mouth. Says, right,
No.
we can't push this through.
Kill someone with whip.
Pardon?
Whip handle.
Oh, there you go. The kinky orc is offering you the handle of his whip.
Fucking take it.
I'm saying, bite down on it, bitch. Right.
I didn't say like, bite this, you'll need.
Right. I'm afraid we can't push this through because that'll be literally plunging it into your chest cavity.
Take it out.
Alright. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, you son of fuck you.
The sudden jolt of pain is enough to momentarily cloud your vision before very quickly receding, and you feel much better now that there isn't a bit of jagged metal tracing its signature on your ribs.
Give me the goddamn potion.
Drake goes, are you sure you want this, yeah?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah.
Here, lad, drink it up.
Go again.
You gain, it's 2 doses, roll 1d4,
I rolled a 1.
so times that by 4, and then add 4.
Yeah.
So you gain 8 back in total.
Yeah, it's like 8.
That's good enough for me.
My brain went 8 and then went, no, is it?
Hey, you've got a hole in your shelf, we can poke it.
No, the magic of healing potions means that the hole closes in front of your eyes.
Oh, someone else can go through that fucking corridor, holy shit.
The direct goes, I take it, corridor's trapped then.
No shit, Sherlock. What gave you that hint?
Who the fuck's Sherlock?
Oh, really
Who
smart
is
in that
Sherlock?
man.
Yeah. Who is this Sherlock?
Who is it?
Sounds like an intelligent
Okay,
guy.
so yes, the corridor is apparently trapped.
Oh, not deeper anymore. Fuck. Yeah, no. Do you want me to go fetch it? No.
So can I just check? What did you step on a trigger or what? How did you?
I walked through the
happened?
corridor, thunk, and then arrow, shell, ow.
He took 1 step, he was fine. He took the 2nd step, thunk, new arm, ow.
Yeah.
I believe they call it aggressive long distance acupuncture.
Well, since the door's open, the spot where that arrow came out, that fireball the wall.
Yeah, the arrow seems to be coming from the wall, yes. If you run your mage hand over it,
Yes.
you can feel several holes that, from this angle, are covered by slightly protruding bits of the wall. But if you were to stare and look 90 degrees onto it, you would clearly be able to see holes in the wall.
It sounds like a muted one of those cow things.
I checked the other side of the wall to see if there's a fucking hole.
There is apparently some on the other side as well.
Alright, or Ranger, who wants to do investigation or perception? Me, I'm good investigation. Go deal with that shit. Alright, I'll
How safe
investigate,
is he
see if I
inside
can
his
mark one.
shell from these arrows?
He went through his shell.
Okay, I'll see if I can investigate the. If I can find a like, turn off switch.
So,
That goes my
Okay,
fun
so-
idea.
Looking around with your mage hand, there is no apparent switch. You're doing everything right. However, when you go on the floor, you realise that the stones that clearly, when you run your hand over them, have the pressure plate, are sticking a good, like, 1/4 inch above the rest, to the point where there is a gap that you could quite easily wedge something under. Climbing piton, an iron spike, even a bit of wood. You could wedge something under that gap to stop the pressure plate pressing down.
Okay. Guys, who's got something I can wedge into these tiles?
we've got a shell.
Total?
I've got this arrow.
Yeah,
Any-
just break this arrow.
Anything of a decent size of any kind of wood or metal can be
How
used.
many of these plates are there that you can see with your mage hand?
Would you like to test the floor by essentially pushing down?
I tap my foot on the
Who's the foot on it? Well, use the mage hand.
I use the mage hand to push down.
Sack my foot. Ow, yeah! That one's bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I tap my mage
He goes
hand
to
on
put his
every
foot on the bloody
tile.
He goes to put his foot on the thing. I grab him and pull him back. The fuck?
You managed to work out that these 4 flagstones are the ones that are tripwired. Don't laugh. That is how my rogue found all the traps in our Tomb of Annihilation campaign until we got an actual rogue.
Fair.
Okay.
It's there. It's there. Ow.
Ow. Ow.
So yeah, those 4 squares that I've just highlighted with the red box, those are the flagstones you have to avoid.
Okay, so if we break the arrow up into 4 bits, will that be enough to...
One arrow split into 4 bits should be enough to prop them up long enough for you guys to cross.
Yep, I do that.
Cool.
Okay, are you guys just going to go straight into the next room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'll go
Because
first.
we're unlikely to get traps twice. Don't be a mimic, don't be...
Well, we've got the mimic detector spell.
Yeah, but I'm not using it.
So, I'll reveal the next room for you all. Don't be a mimic, don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic, don't be a mimic.
That's gonna be our theme tune now. Don't
Shit,
be a
bitch.
mimic. Don't be a mimic.
What are they about? No fucking clue, but they just don't want to see the mimic. You know?
We need to get a round going, you know.
Okay. So, you enter this room. I'm going to move you all in and then I'll read you the box text because...
There's this guy.
A D&D version of Chasing Cars.
Yep.
I also like roll a
Okay.
D6.
Like a G6.
Yeah.
This guy does loads of stuff. We need to find this thing on Spotify because it's absolutely epic. All the
Right guys, so, this room. Dust fills this hall like a layer of grey snow. In the rounded northern end of the chamber stands a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon carved from red-veined marble.
Ooh. Sell that.
I was getting nervous then because I was like, there's a fucking
I
dragon.
need to be proper.
Other than that, there is no apparent, because that's a word DMs have to use, other features to this room.
I am going to investigate the statue of the dragon.
I also like when DMs go.
Apparently.
You believe you are hidden, or
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
believe
use
it
my-
is safe.
Mage hand to investigate the adjoining walls to see if anything's.
Okay, roll me that investigation check.
I got 19 on mine.
Nice.
I'm not looking at anything, so.
25 in total.
I'm using this laptop.
That's a
for
really
this
good
is
roll.
Much better than the tablet last week.
You find... Can I do
I find.
Considering the paladin,
Secret
it's not
tunnel.
worrying.
So this guy
You
has-
find a secret door. I'm just gonna... Where the S here is labelled,
Yes.
you find a secret door.
Guys!
Oh.
Guys! I found the door!
Wow, well done.
It's a secret door!
I'm so proud of you.
Alright, I made trying to open the secret door.
Hang
And
on,
then-
just one moment.
Okay.
You know.
So, once it is pointed out to you, Sid, because Detect Magic lasts for an hour, unless you cast another spell.
Oh, cool.
Once it's pointed out to Sid, sorry, Garyon, the character, the wall is actually glowing in that spot, but clearly a mage is behind the construction of this because the entire wall has been painted a very similar colour to the aura that door gives off, illusion magic. It's like a sort of pale blue, and the entire wall has been painted a very close match to that colour, almost like someone was hoping that someone with detect magic wouldn't be able to see it because it blended in with the wall. However,
It doesn't
over
look
time,
like illusion magic then, no.
the door does appear to be illusion magic.
Oh, so the illusion would be hiding it.
Again,
then,
the most
not
powerful word a DM has is appear. And it appears that you're safe. It appears that there's no traps. The only way you can tell it now is that the paint on the walls has crumbled and dry. And of course, as Arthur goes like, oh, there's a door there, and you're like, that's what that is. Because you could see the shape, but you couldn't tell what it was. So yeah, that'll be a door. That'll be a door. The dragon statue is always also glowing a faint colour. Of I believe conjuration. I'm not too up on my skulls. A different colour to the door.
Okay, but
Smiler is investigating the statue whilst you are investigating the wall.
yeah.
So that could conjure up a dragon, is what you're saying, potentially. Well, you don't know, you're not.
Smiler, as you get within 5 feet, you roll your investigation check, and you are immediately struck with a similar sensation to when you were investigating the dragon door earlier. This dragon statue has absolutely no degradation, no rust, it's not covered in dust, it's spotless. It looks brand new, like it's just been carved and shined. It looks incredibly realistic as well. There are veins on the wing that only someone that has met an actual dragon could have recreated.
Just so you know, I've just been reading about it. It's 10 minutes.
For
Detect magic. Not
either
more.
way, it's still long
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that would be, but I just like to let you know in case there's something else.
Fair enough.
It's an hour in game, which is 10 minutes away.
Give or take.
It says 10 minutes here.
To be fair, we can have it last all day. I don't mind.
Cool.
As you approach the statue, you realise that the most obvious bit that looks magic is the head. It literally looks like if you blinked your eyes, it would attack you. It seems to be having a sort of staring contest with you.
I do not blink.
Attack it.
No. I'm going to move back and attack you.
That'd be our friend.
I would like you to roll for me a dexterity check.
I wasn't actually going to attack it. I was joking. Oh.
You're not attacking it, don't worry.
Oh, no.
Nat 1. So, with a
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
with a grating of stone moving against stone, and with an almighty yelp, the half-orc throws himself to the floor. So much so the half-orc takes 1 point of damage because he headbutts the flagstones.
I was going to say. Bang.
And the dragon begins to speak.
Oh, shit.
Nothing else on the dragon moves apart from its mouth and its eyes, which blink.
Does it speak English? Or
It
does
speaks in common, yes.
Okay, cool.
What it says is,
Because I was going to get really pissed off. This is the only time I haven't picked Draconic as a language that I can speak. And if this dragon speaks Draconic, I'll be well pissed off.
so what it says in common is, we come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Okay, that.
The dragon will repeat the riddle if you ask, but I will not do the voice in repetition.
Could you repeat it in character?
We come at night without being...
We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
Darkness?
Start. Can we confirm? Confer.
Confer, you absolutely can confer, yeah.
Before we give a final answer.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not the answer.
Chris.
We
and
can't. We
Chris?
can't.
Taryn.
Can we phone a friend?
Stars.
Yes. Mind thing.
You've won yourself 2 near-death experiences. But we don't want to give you that. We want to give you a check for 3 death experiences.
What do we think? Could it be stars?
What was the second line?
They leave-
So the second line was,
Basically, they're there at night and they're not there.
we disappear by day without being stolen.
Yeah, stars.
Stars, I would go with.
The minute one of you says the word stars out loud,
Stars!
the outline of the secret door suddenly appears,
Ooh,
and the door swings into the room.
swoopy. Does it hit the guy that was stood in front of it?
That was a.
Oh no,
that
because you
was,
used mage hand.
Use
didn't
mage
you?
hand, so
that
no.
was far too easy a riddle.
Don't tell him that. I quite like the one that we did that I was really annoyed because I was playing a really dumb character and he said it and I was like, I know the answer, but I don't feel like my character
And
would.
none of the rest of us could fucking get it. It was about 25 minutes.
It's this. Is it this?
So yes, the secret door swings
Nice
open.
that, isn't it?
Mm.
That's all.
It's weighty and
Yeah.
nice. I like it.
Wait till you get the blades on.
Yes, and then I can punish the players.
It's the sword from.
Let me just
Conan
make
the
sure what's
Barbarian.
visible on this room. Right, so you can see that. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Shazam! Looking in through the secret door, you can see a further, again old room. Dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the walls, 3 to the north and 3 to the south. Each alcove, except the southwest one, so the one furthest away on the southern wall, seems to contain a humanoid figure carved of the same red and white marble as the dragon statue. The figures resemble tall elves in full plate armour. A stone archway at the west end of the hall opens into a wide room. You can see a faint greenish glow coming from the room. However, the glow illuminates a pit in front of its entrance filled with iron spikes. So, you have 6 statues, all except this one is occupied.
Well, they're doing something.
And the light reveals this as a pit full of spikes.
Do you see anything with your detect magic?
I don't know, can I say anything about detect magic?
You do have your detect magic, don't you? 1 second.
Also, who's been using a paintball gun in this? This D&D?
Splats everywhere.
One second.
I pick myself up off the floor while you're doing this and sort of dust myself off.
There is a very faint. There is a very faint glow from that now empty alcove. Some sort of. It's one of them where it could be a light pink, or it could be a blue, or it could be a grey. The glow is so faint that you can't quite get the colour of it. So you can't tell the school.
But that's the only one that's been glowing.
The pedestal, where you assume another one of these statues was, is empty, and it's sort of the base of the pedestal is what's glowing.
So almost like something potentially could have. Well, I'll portray my suggestion to the party.
Yep.
There's definitely some magic being involved around here, as per everywhere else in here so far.
I will go in.
That one's the only one glowing, so I
It's taking a really long time to say this, but I'm going to go in and look at the
Almost
other statues and see if
shut your
there's anything.
face.
See if there's anything, if they're movable or anything.
That's okay.
Almost as if
Fucking
what was
elephants,
on-
man! They talk forever.
Almost as if whatever was on there has got up and walked away.
I'll go and investigate the empty one. Right. No, the one that was occupied with the statue, the one that's covered in pink.
Is that Azarth investigating that, yeah?
Yep.
He disappears.
So,
Falls into a
give me perception or investigation checks.
pit of death. Oh yeah, that's me.
Oh, everybody.
Well,
Oh no, I'm not.
two of us
looking
are
at it.
investigating.
Yeah, the 2 of you that are investigating the statues, or the 3 of you.
Ooh, 50. 50.
If it's investigation, 1. If it's perception, 6.
18.
It'd be investigating for looking at a statue.
Yeah, so,
I got a 1 then.
the 2 of you that are investigating the statues.
Yes.
Once you get up close, the detail kind of blends a bit. As you can tell, these were all carved from a single block. So rather than looking like a figure wearing a suit of armour, it's all one surface. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The sculptor has done their best to try and make it look like it's armour on something. But if you look down the gaps, you could clearly see that it is all part of the same stone block. Other than appreciating the above average but not exquisite quality of the statues, there isn't anything really obvious. Except the swords for the 5 remaining statues do appear to be slotted into the hands, still made of marble, but they appear to be a separate feature being held by the statue.
Twist them.
And the guy looking at the empty one didn't see anything
Because he rolled like 6.
okay, so
I rolled an 18.
It was me that rolled a 6. Because I was looking at one of the.
I'll try to remove one of the swords.
Sorry, say that again, guys?
I was looking at a statue at the top. I rolled like a 1.
Oh, sorry, I got that wrong then.
Azrath rolled an 18.
Apologies. So, Azrath manages to work out, through the magic knowledge that Garion shares, that something was bound in the missing statue. And that at some point the spell got so weak the creature inside could come out. The only thing you can see are what appear to be footprints
Oh yeah.
leading from the base of the statue to the pit. And you can briefly glimpse them in the archway on the other side of the pit as well.
So got over the pit.
Guys, who fancies a pole? Who fancies a long jump?
Now, this would just be a suggestion. If someone stood in the place of the statues, what do we think would happen? Would they get sealed as needed?
So we'll find out.
I don't know. We should get the dwarf to try it.
Direct.
No,
I'm going to fiddle with it all day if I don't.
the Irish one.
No, fella. No, fella.
Ah,
Do you want to...
Erky Timbers.
Timbers.
Erky Timbers says he doesn't want to be a statue forever, but
I'm tempted to recoup that.
that there cleric fella, that big elephant there, says the magic's very weak. He says he'll risk it for you.
Cheers, Zerky Timbers.
Oh, yeah, Erky Timbers risking it?
Takes his place on the pedestal, and that's it. He stands there for a minute, looking a little bit sheepish,
Nothing happens?
and that's it. Nothing happens.
Oh, that's boring.
Sorry to be disappointing to you fellas.
Yeah. I don't want to risk that jump.
How tall are these statues?
So I'll pull the sword out.
So the statues are about 6 feet tall. The sword is heavier. The sword is heavier than you'd expect. No. The sword is heavier than you'd expect purely because it is made of solid stone rather than tempered steel, and it's quite a thick blade rather than a sharpened blade. However, it is no heavier than this one-handed sword weighs about the same as a greatsword. So it's heavier than the sword it should be, but not uncarryable. It has no edge because it's carved from stone.
Nothing happened when you took it out?
Nothing happens when it's removed from the statue.
Can I have a look at the sword and see if there's anything obvious on the sword that makes it different to the swords on the other ones?
There is some form of writing just above the hilt on what would be the blade. What languages do you speak?
Elven, Common and Goblin, but bear with me 1 second because
It is Elvish.
It
so.
is Elvish, cool. Because I was going to say, I think I took the trait Rune, Eyes of a Runekeeper anyway. Oh no, I did not. Did I not? But yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, it is Elven. And it says, Witchwood and Sons, 3412 Market Street, Waterdeep.
False. Do the others say the same?
The other same.
Okay.
Exactly the same. It's a maker's mark.
Bollocks.
Yay, whiskey.
I take the swords out of each statue to see if anything happens.
Nothing visible happens.
Could we use these statues to build a path across the
The
pit?
statues rotate.
The statues do not rotate, however they are not attached to the plinths, they are merely stood on, like a round metal base on top of them. So if two of you got together, you could lift the statue down.
Let's build a bridge.
Build a bridge with the statues.
You can absolutely build a bridge with the statues.
There has
has to be a way to activate it, though, sure.
Well, we're doing this, but let's go this way. Let's see if it works. Let's build a statue bridge.
Yeah, I have to start taking. What if all of us took place to the statue?
Oh no, I do have Eyes of the Runekeeper as well. Sorry.
Okay.
I just need to scroll down.
What if we took the statue, but each of us took a place of the statue? There's 6 of us, there's 6 statues.
You can try that.
Yeah?
I don't want to be the unlucky fucker that gets turned to stone.
Puzzle's meant to be solved, goddammit.
Alright, let's
I
do it.
don't look particularly like one of these, but okay. If
Better than the
does that
turtle,
matter.
which they are.
Okay, so everyone roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, shit.
I don't remember agreeing to doing this.
13.
I was gonna say.
No, not one of the spells.
No.
Dexterity. Dex saving.
I got a 15.
13.
4.
Sorry, Telcook, was that you that got the 15?
I got 13.
13.
Azrath got the 15.
Anybody who rolled below a 10 falls off. Telcook, you wobble,
I'm big tall.
even on your 15, just because your shape's a bit bulky for this narrow podium. And as you lean back to catch yourself, the wall behind you opens.
Huh.
Ah,
Total power.
Total accident.
I like the way everyone took a couple of sorry. Oh, nice.
I act like I'll stumble into the door and kind of see what
You fall into this tiny room. Dust coats the contents of this tiny chamber, obscuring some runes inscribed on the southern wall. So opposite you.
I go to the rooms and try and wipe the wall to see if I can read it.
Okay, so do you speak Draconic?
Yes, I do.
Okay. As you wipe the runes, you realise that it is Draconic. The message says, "A dragon priest entombed alive for transgressions of the law still retains the honour of his position."
Anything else in the room?
Literally, other than the runes, nothing visible. You can investigate if you wish to.
Yeah. I'm so good at that. Investigation. Yep, -1. 4.
You don't find anything else in the room.
I go out the door.
Okay. So you've got a bunch of statues. Did you say you were laying them across the pit?
Yes.
Okay. By laying a couple of statues together and tying them with rope, you can build a bridge to cross the pit.
Let's go. I'll go last because I'm the heaviest.
Or you could go first and dash it.
Well, no, because I could also break the bridge and burn together.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Push him. Push him
So give me a marching order, character-wise. Tell
I go
Cook.
last.
Was
I go
that-
last 'cause I'm the heaviest, and I don't want to break the bridge.
I think the Loxodon's got you outweighed.
yeah, I imagine so.
How much does he weigh?
I can't remember.
Well, an elephant is
elephant.
heavier than a turtle.
Well,
So, is my
Azrath's going
Yeah, but
first.
I'm full turtle, let me only part elephant.
say Azrath going first.
Yep.
So if we go across in that sort of order, yeah.
I weigh about 400 pounds.
I've seen what turtles weigh.
I know what turtles like. I know what they want.
Turtles weigh 450.
Oh wow,
Hot bastard.
A third of which is their shell, but you know.
nice. So he is the heaviest.
Yeah.
That is the
I'm
first
afraid.
time I've argued about being the heaviest.
What was that? I think I just saw something in the corner.
What?
No.
Okay, so you entered this room. How do you want to be arranged around in this room?
I'll try and get to the front once we get past the bridge, but
Yeah. Just
Okay.
behind the tall.
I tell the people about the text on the dragon and the secret room. Just so everyone's aware of it. Seeing as this looks like a tomb or a dragon priest.
I
So-
open the crypt.
Something like that.
Yeah, that'll do. Oh,
I spaced out a little bit, but I don't want to be so close together in case, you know.
I want to move to the other side of the room because I will kill everyone.
Or they will kill you. Violet marble tiles Violet marble tiles, so purple tiles, cover the floor and walls. Though all of them are cracked and broken, revealing the rough hewn stone beneath. Sconces are attached to the walls of each of the four corners. One holds a torch that still burns a greenish fire. Marble sarcophagus, easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's centre. The coffin is carved with dragon imagery, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's. Rusting iron clasps firmly lock down the lid.
Is there anything magical about the sarcophagus?
Hang on.
I'm not telling the pie. I'm assuming a dragon priest is in this too, but
who wants to open it?
Me!
he's probably buried with some valuables.
One
Let's open
second.
it.
So, as you are looking around the room, taking it in, I need to find the information I'm after.
Can I go to the top leftish bit of the room, by the way?
Just a moment.
Go back up, check.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna open it. Okay, I'm gonna stand in the bottom left of the room. For no reason.
Six of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this little thing jumps out. It is small, appears to be some form of amphibian with horns, and it attacks. Words. The turtle. I was going to call you a turtlicious then, and that's not the right word. So, it has almost certainly missed. It's rolled a 13.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So, the claws sort of scrape off your shell.
Yeah.
And you can quite easily be like, turn around and be like, whoa, 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 what are you doing?
Boom. And grab him by the scruff of the neck.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a 10.
Azrath got a 11.
I'm certain I can't wait for that to be finished.
Initiative. 14.
14 was that, Alan?
Mm-hmm. 14.0. I mean, just 14.
Sid, how's your initiative?
5. So in answer to your question, bad.
Matt and Tom,
Low.
I mean, it doesn't matter that you roll in standing stuff like that, but if you're using D&D Beyond, you can actually roll through that, and we can see your rolls.
We can do that.
And you can.
I bought fancy dice as well. I was using them.
Oh no, it's cool. I was just saying, you can see our rolls and stuff like that. So
It's
just,
entirely up to you.
yeah, it's
Ah,
just cool.
Alright.
I noticed
There
it
you
last
go.
week, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." The only problem is if you're doing a secret roll for the DM, don't use that because it tells everyone anyway.
Okay, so we have our initiative. Altman, you are the first to react.
Really? Oh dear. So I'm assuming because we're in initiative, this thing is attacking us.
It has already attacked us.
Oh, it's
It has just tried to attack the turtle.
Oh, it's attacking itself. No. Because I'm defensive of my friends that I'm with, I will do something surprising, and I will Eldritch Blast. Hadouken! And I
Okay.
rolled a 23. Does that hit?
That definitely hits.
And because we just leveled up, I now have a +3, making it an agonizing Eldritch Blast.
You have to get to there to be able to see it.
Which makes 9.
9 damage.
9 damage to the. What is it?
By the way, this is called a quasit. Quasit.
It's tiny.
It is a tiny little demon, about half the size of a dwarf. In fact, you're in the room, so I can show you the D&D Beyond picture.
Cool.
Your blast hits it, knocks it clean across the room.
So,
It stands up, and immediately says, "You broke the binding. My watch over the traitor priest is over."
Repo? Or
And
whatever his name was.
before Meepo,
no.
Meepo?
Different voice.
Yeah, I know, it just sounds
before
like
you,
it.
before anyone else can do anything,
Different voice.
it disappears.
Ah, son of a bitch.
There is a faint fluttering noise, like there's a bat in the room, that disappears.
Alright, Foley.
Foley bat.
No, Foley artist is someone who makes the sound.
Alright, we all know big words too.
It's only
It is
five-
I
gone.
can't think of any right now.
It's only 5 letters. Yeah, 5.
Okay, it's gone. Who wants to open the crypt?
Me!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I called
You
dibs
could've
when we
tried
walked in. I tried to open it when we walked in. Everyone ignored me. And then we went to open it and I did it again.
Was
And
it
then
mean
the
when
bat thing.
may not be gone? It may just be visible. You realise, right?
No, it fluttered away. He said his watch was
It
over.
disappeared.
The thing in the coffin is much worse. I am
Fine,
assuming.
I stop. Okay, do you want to get one side of the bars and I'll get the other?
I get to the bottom left-hand corner of the room.
I
Away.
get out my great axe and start smashing these like iron
These
bars at
clasps.
the ceiling.
I'm just leaning on my warhammer going, this is going to go badly.
That's the idea.
I'm hiding in the bottom left-hand corner of the room.
That's the fun of the game.
So,
I went through 3 tombs in Tomb of Annihilation, just opening the coffin, rolling really luckily, and then just taking the cool shit that was in there. I'm hoping to
It
move-
takes
like
a
when you
few-
made a friend.
it takes a few whacks
No,
per
I made a
latch.
friend on our one as well, yeah.
But I'm going to drop that to 6 rolls, 1 per clasp, on a d20, please.
6 rolls.
Shall I
one
do-
per half.
So 3 each. 'cause
3
they-
each,
they
whoever's
each
opening. And you need to tell me what you're doing to open them. Is it your hands, your weapons?
Great axe.
Your shell.
I'll get my great axe out and smash it with the great axe.
Yep, so anyone who's opening, roll me a d20 first of all.
Okay,
I've done the rolls, but I'm trying to think
roll a
how I
three,
would
kind
go
of
about
one.
it.
I rolled 2 14s and a 4.
That's fine. That's fine.
14, 7, and a 12.
So, eventually, the latches and clasps give way. If any of you rolled a 1, you'd have broken whatever you were using to open it, whether that be your weapon or your arm.
Been there.
All 6 latches are now removed. There is just the heavy iron top.
I push it open.
I need a strength check if you're doing it alone.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Strength check with advantage. So everybody, whoever's doing the strength check to help open it, you all roll dice and I take the highest result from what you roll.
Okay.
Alright,
So I rolled.
At this point,
I
I'm
struggled.
stepping forward and helping.
It's just strength.
I
So
rolled.
go on.
I rolled a 1.
A 21.
Let's see what Azrath gets.
I did no use whatsoever.
Me and him did fuck.
19.
We went, I'm helping! We did a Julia. We did a Julia.
The lid
I just
slides
did it
off.
from my trunk from a distance. Just didn't do it.
The lid, as the lid slides off, 1 second.
Digital dice are biting in the ass again now.
I'm trying to think how I could design my own.
Okay, so
The
I totally looked like I was thinking about that then. I was like, I have no idea.
The middle bit.
The lid slides off,
And handle, easy. The rest.
and there's a loud boom as the stone lands on the other side of the coffin.
Oh, that didn't work.
Kablooey!
Both my feet landed on stuff.
Inside, there is a troll.
Throw myself down the stairs.
You all know what trolls are. You've all heard of them, even if you haven't seen them in person. They're long, they're brutish. This one appears to be starved. As in, it's got quite a thin waist, its eyes, its cheeks are quite sunken, its limbs are thinner than normal. But that just makes it look almost ghoulish. Rather, it still looks dangerous.
I firebolt it in the face.
One
Straight off the bat.
second. It's dressed in finery, clothes that have started to rot.
Alive first, but
Its jewellery and rings and a large pendant of a silver dragon's head still shine as if new. Its black hair is long and thick, falling out in places, and as you raise your hand to cast your spell, its eyes flash open and it snarls.
Aye.
We're going to keep the same initiative because you've already rolled and only one of you got to do something, but I'm going to start with the next player in the order.
Okay,
So, Azar.
So it's
hang on, let me put him on the map. Ba-bum.
okay.
So, Azath, it's your turn.
I'm just reading something quickly. Which one's my guy again?
The one right of mine.
Can I move to the below the two below tall? There's an empty space after that. Can I move there?
There.
Yes, and because that area is not in front of anyone, I'm casting.
feel attacked.
Yeah.
I'm casting Earth Tremor.
The very last second.
Earth Tremor.
This
Yep.
last
It's one of my new spells.
Okay.
You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Do you know what my target number is?
Yes. I was waiting to see what you got.
I
You
rolled
got-
an 18.
Damn it! You survived.
I love that because I've never seen a dexterity
No, it
saving
says-
throw over 15.
There's nothing if it's positive. If he passes, there's nothing.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Ooh, if the ground below that area is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain
Yeah,
It's neither.
until cleared.
It's a coffin in it, so it's not loose, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You do shake the coffin and cracks start to appear in the coffin.
If I've got any move left, I go behind someone.
If you step away now, you will step away from being within 5 feet and you'll provoke an attack.
No, I stay where I am.
Okay. Tell Cook, it is your turn.
I would like to rage
I thought you would.
and then attack recklessly, so I get advantage. But it means when it's my turn, he'll get advantage on me.
Okay.
What are you attacking with? Your great axe?
That is a 22.
A 22. That's not a bad roll.
And then
Oh, that hits.
12 plus 7. That is 13 damage.
13 damage. It takes 13 damage.
That's it. And I'll move to the left of the orc. Actually, no, go like left of him. So the top left square of him. Yeah, there.
Yeah, you sure?
Perfect.
Okay, Gary on, you're next.
Cool.
Carry on my wayward son.
We've established it's like alive, have we?
It's alive, its eyes are open and it's moving.
Who's pretty much the closest person to me?
To you, that's Garion. Is the
Garion?
one.
So I'm stood right next to it. aren't I?
Garion,
Yo.
I would move away from me. And I say this, everyone get away from me as quickly as you can.
I'm
Because I'm
going to
about to
assume.
Everyone needs to be at least 10 feet away from me for what I'm about to do.
I'm going to assume that if I move, it gets an attacking opportunity.
No, only if you move out of it. So you move round to the
Oh,
other
right,
side.
okay,
of me,
yeah.
you're fine.
I always forget about that.
If you stay in contact, yeah? Is that what you're going to do?
Everyone get on the other
Well,
side
firstly,
of it.
I'm going to attack it with my warhammer.
Sure thing.
Too late. Too late for me.
Not away from me.
Yeah, no, I know.
Ah, you wait closer to me.
Two-handed, and I'm going to remember to roll the hit dice before I roll the other. 17.
That hits.
Oh, I see what you mean. Did you roll the damage before the...
Yeah, that's what I kept doing last week.
5 damage.
And then I'm
Sorry.
going to attack
Yeah,
it
sure,
again
no problem.
as a bonus
I thought I
action.
went over to get one and I think I got distracted.
In exactly the same way. So I've swung down, and I'm swinging back up again. 12.
But you 2 attacks. You used your ability.
Yes. Yeah.
12 does. Would you like to use your channel divinity,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
which you can use once per game to add 10. Once per long rest to add 10 to
Yeah,
a
that
hit
seems
roll.
like a good idea. Short rest, apparently.
Oh, lovely.
Even better. Yes.
Okay, that becomes a 22, which
Yes,
is a
it does.
hit.
Thank you for reminding me.
He has
of
to
that.
say he wants to do that before I tell him whether it hits or not.
Yeah. Thank you for my new reminding me of my.
I
new
will do
thing.
my best to remember that for you.
That's where I like... no, it's his job.
And 8 damage there, so
Further 8
13
damage.
in total.
I think I might just put that in the door.
Okay,
Cool.
Durek's turn. He is going to take.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah,
Then
you're
I'm
going to
gonna
move.
Yeah.
He's also going to take that advice, and he's going to shoot with his. He's going to attack with his sword. Missed.
Shot and a missed, and a shot and a missed.
Okay, so the
Shot and a
troll
missed. That went
himself.
on for hours.
2 hands appear on the side of the coffin, and the troll raises itself out.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
The various blows you all have struck, particularly the 2 visible dents in its head from the cleric's warhammer. One of them pops out
Oh.
and goes back to looking like normal.
The tall wants to get away as well.
He's not going to be able to.
I know.
His joke.
Well, I guess I could
So-
maybe...
It
Okay.
Yeah,
reaches with its right hand. It sort of leans out the coffin to its right hand side, and is going to go for the cleric that did the most damage to it.
Seems logical. I mean, it's what I'd do.
Oh no. Oh no, no. You're in trouble.
Depends what he's rolled to hit.
I don't think it does.
With a backhand blow, it deals 14
Whoa, there's
points.
none of that stuff. This is a kid's...
14 points of slashing damage to you.
Does it not need to roll to hit for that?
It rolled a crit.
Okay.
20.
I'm assuming a natural 20 hits.
Yeah, unfortunately, my AC is 18, which is damn high, so it was a lot.
That's why I was like, he's definitely hit you.
14?
Like, no way.
14?
14 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck my
'Cause
life.
he would've- he would've
Are
done
you
7
still
damage.
conscious?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Just.
This is a slap harder than any that a stereotyped Mexican grandmother gives in a TV show. You know, this isn't being hit with a flip-flop. This is being backhanded by, like, Vinnie Jones back when he was in peak
Like in those
condition.
slap fights, you see that Russian guy.
Yeah, that Russian guy that just knocks him out with a
Oh,
single
yeah.
blow. This is... Like, your shell rattles. That's how hard this
I
hits
got-
you.
He's a turtle. That's how hard it is. It rattles the turtle shell. the turtle shell just goes like that. And it's like, wow, you got hit hard.
You feel the vibration of the shell. Oh.
Oh, just the wind from it.
Oh, hang on.
Altman, it is your turn.
Back up to the corner, so then you turn. Oh wait, no, you're still.
Oh wait, sorry, I've got Elkie
Right.
Timbers who's going to go up here
Oh.
and heal
I was just saying, if I move into the square...
4 points back to you, Sid.
If I go into...
Oh, thank Is it an undead troll?
It's
my
mine.
go.
No,
That
I just
one
want to
there?
know the
Am I
answer,
still in?
that's all.
I don't get
You're
move
10
out.
feet away from everybody else.
Yeah, cool. So I move there, and then I cast...
Thunderwave?
I cast Arms of Hadar.
Arms of Hadar?
Yeah. I think have I sent it to you?
It's not turned up in the chat, but I can look it up.
Why am I not able to share it? Oh, because I haven't got Roll20 open.
I'll do it.
It's alright, I got it. Arms of Hadar.
Yeah. So, basically, I invoke the power of Hadar, the dark hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. Oh dear. On a failed save, a target takes 2d6 of damage, necrotic damage, and can't take reactions until the next turn.
That moment when Alan realised he's forced the enemy to make a save on its strongest stat.
Yeah. On the success, I thought it was going to be dexterity, which is really upset me. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage, but suffers no other effect.
It has rolled 18. So it still takes you damage, but it takes half of it.
Did I say what the saving was?
You don't have to tell me, I tell you I've rolled an 18. Does that save?
Oh, I didn't realise I broke that. Yeah, I mean it does, but...
What are you damage?
Yeah, it's roll damage.
2d6 necrotic damage. And it takes half.
4, so 2. And I rolled that twice just to see if I could get that number.
Does the animal not stay there, or is it?
Pardon? No, it's just like a single explosion of arms from around him.
And as a bonus action...
As a bonus action?
As a bonus action... Ah, god damn it! As a bonus action, I hit him with Hunter's Mark, which does an additional d6 of damage.
So it's one of the fucking warlocks has Hunter's Mark.
Does 5 additional damage. And let me just read out the details of this one. So choose a creature that you see within range, a mystical mark as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 of damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. Oh, he doesn't get the d6 of damage yet.
No, so in future, if you can hit it with a
future.
weapon like your whip, it'll do an extra d6 damage.
And if there was someone else in the room, I can, once he dies, I can then move it on to someone else without having to recast it.
Nice.
So it's kind of cool when there's lots of people in the room, but we haven't really had a fight like that. But it just means I get extra damage each time I hit it.
There you go, he's marked.
It looks like a crudely drawn penis.
Well, if you got Foss.
Dick.
Right. After Old Man, we're back to Azarath. Azarath.
I cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
Oh, we're all going to get caught.
I've just got to roll to attack. Oh, let me try this. Roll a d20.
Ah, damn it. I should have tried to charm
I'm just
him.
doing something.
Did we establish that?
4 plus
What?
We established that
10.
on deck.
No, he's a troll.
No, yeah, I'm about to take it off.
No. He was starved, not dead.
I know, but it's on a fail. No, I missed. Unless the 10 hits, I missed.
It misses, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Would you like to do anything else?
My bonus action is 2 weapon fighting.
You can only do 2 weapon fighting if you've attacked with a weapon in the first action.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way.
So did I.
And I
Right,
forget
so-
it every time I build a character.
Azarath, you raise your hand for the Ray of Sickness, and you've practiced this spell, you know this spell, and yet
You forget it.
your big problem is you're not accurate with it as you'd like to be. And you aim at what was its head, but the spell fires out at an angle and just sails past the troll's ear.
Yeah.
The other bit, the tip at the upstairs.
Next, it is Tel Cook.
Same thing, attack recklessly. That is a 24.
Yes.
That hits.
Yes.
I mean, we could theoretically do that anyway. Print them out to that point.
1 off max
Like
damage,
wasted
so
places.
18 damage.
18. Oh god. Okay. Whoa, that was a noise.
That was the noise that happened to him as well.
Not bad. With a mighty swing of his axe as the troll turns back to face him, Telcook cleaves the troll from collarbone to hip.
You like that noise, don't you?
Sorry guys, I'm playing about with something.
That's not how a head falls off. Done.
I go to Telcook. Now breathe.
Done.
Now breathe. Well, that was anticlimactic.
It's just, yeah. It's like. Oh. And the other half falls out of the coffin.
Okay.
Is there any loot in that goddamn cup?
I'm sleeping here.
Who's investigating the coffin first?
Me.
Me.
I got the fucking.
Right.
I got it speed of there as
Yeah,
well.
whoever rolls highest takes it.
I need someone to write this down, and then you guys can split it between the party later.
Oh, okay. I'll write it down. I've got notes.
You find in the coffin, buried with the dragon priest, a large ceremonial dagger. The blade is waved, you know, like the old sort of, what do they call them? K-R-I-S, or whatever it's called, a Kree.
Yeah, like the curve. Like a
Yeah. The blade itself is curved
I recommend pinning that.
to look like it ripples. The handle
Pin it.
is gold plated. It's not solid gold, but it would be relatively expensive to sell if you sold it. You find 2 silver rings etched with the designs of dragon wings.
Not that bit, no.
Silver amulet that you saw around his neck, which has a sort of carved dragon's head. Scattered across the bottom of the sarcophagus are a bunch of silver and gold coins,
Yoink.
totaling 220 silver and 50 gold.
Yeah.
There is also, in a small case where the body's feet would have been,
Stuck to you.
No, but there's a shit load.
are 4 scrolls. These are spell scrolls. They contain the spells Command,
Got it. Swaps.
Cure Wounds,
Got it.
2nd level,
I'll need it.
Oh. Oh.
You can't do it either.
I'll get it when I get up to 2nd level. It's fine.
Inflict Wounds, 2nd level,
I'll take both of those.
Got it. We'll get it.
and Guiding Bolt, 2nd level.
Got it. Put
I'll
the
take
second
guiding
level.
bolt.
Each scroll allows you to cast the spell on it once.
Oh, can you not like learn the spell?
Okay, it costs money.
No.
Scrolls work differently in 5th edition,
Oh,
so each...
With,
Go on.
You can, as a wizard, you can copy them into your spellbook, but it costs money.
Yeah.
It costs
So,
50 gold for a level spell.
If Azrath would like to keep any of these spells... Actually, Azrath, you were a wizard or a sorcerer?
Wizard.
If you would like to keep any of the spells, you will have to not use them until you can afford to put them in your book.
Alright, would everybody be alright if I had the guiding bolt?
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
I just want the cure wounds because it means then I can heal. And
Yeah.
I'll take the other one if it's up for grabs.
I have all those spells, so I will have 2nd level when I level them up.
Yeah, so it's no good to Sid. I'll
So
take...
you 3 are the spellcasters. Azrath, Garyon, and Altman are the spellcasters, so any of you can use the
Well,
scrolls.
if I've not used it by the time you're able to afford to put them in the books, I'll give them to you because then you've learned them forever, whereas they've only got one use.
Oh, sweet.
Makes sense?
So in fact, it might as well just give you all of them.
And just use them as needed.
I am aware you have the
Yeah.
healing spell on you, so if need be I can grab it and use it.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're going to give all the scrolls to the wizard,
Yeah.
but everybody knows the wizard has them, so if they're needed, you can just get them off the wizard when you need them.
Yeah.
So here's a quick question, just sort of on the MD lore, as it were.
Go on.
Why can't I, as somebody who knows the spell, write it in his book for him?
Fundamentally, because
That's
your
too
magic and his magic work very differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Your
focus
magic is
isn't
the
it?
actions
Yeah.
of your god working through you
Right,
to a
okay.
prayer that you've said. His
Do you want me to read
magic,
you what my magic is? It's creepy.
his magic is to do with mind powers because he's a fucking gith.
No, he's necromancy. He's chosen necromancy.
But I'm also a gift. I've got the gift psionics.
Oh, necromancers, the masters of not being able to let go.
Alright.
What's the meme? we're going to fight the bad guy. You have my sword, and you have my bow, and you have your dead brother.
Good luck, John.
I don't know, he's dead. It's a bit like a rabbit's foot. that I've
Someone
got.
told me that necromancers are just doctors that always get there too late.
Well, just don't ask me to heal then. I'm fine.
And then there's another one of a necromancer and his wife having a fallout. And his wife's like, what? And he's like, what? You said you wanted to make a family?
Oh God! No. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough D&D jokes I found on Tumblr.
Do we want to split the gold between the party or what?
You can do that. You can keep it as a party
I was going
fund.
to say, let's have a party pot.
Yeah, I can look after the party for the PV.
Yeah, you gotta share your stash.
Well, the party
Keep it-
pot was something
keep
a
it
lot
on shelf.
different when I was in my 20s.
I just keep everything in my shell.
Should I put the spells in there? So
Keep it loose in your shell so that you jinkle like a piggy bank when you walk.
Yeah.
So
I've got like a little pouch in my shell, but it's still. It's
No,
quite
it's
big
got
and
a
it still jangles about.
It's got a slot in your back for coins to go in and a little
Yeah.
cork in your belly that comes out. The orc and the elephant can pick you up and shake you until they all come out.
he's a walking, talking piggy bank.
Oh my lord. Oh, I did not expect this to turn into characters from Toy Story do D&D.
Someone got a hole in his shell that's the shape of a coin.
Total bank. Sorry.
So, the bad news is, there is nowhere else out of this room.
Oh.
Cool.
There's no way out of it.
Yeah, there's no.
However, I will,
I guess we're going back the way.
Okay.
there is several doorways that you haven't been able to explore as you've gone along. Including way up here, this corridor down here, the goblin area. There's several doors in the goblin area that you haven't explored.
Is it? Yeah.
This corridor you haven't explored all the way.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for the goblin corridor, I'd say. The one
So-
corridor that we've got on the right.
Gary on will be happy. We're going to go and kill some goblins.
Before that, where the fountain is.
That,
That one.
yeah, okay.
Did I not like goblins?
Pardon?
Not use
The
dwarf.
dwarf that's no longer here wanted to kill goblins.
Ah, right.
Oh.
As I said, I don't recall that part.
Does anybody need more healing?
No.
No, I didn't take any of it.
Take a 1 damage.
Oh shit, I do die.
Can we
Yeah, you do.
take a quick, if I remember this correctly, a quick short rest?
A quick short rest, or
Right.
a
No,
short
I've got arcane recovery.
We do short rest, but I don't need it.
I forgot. Where's...
Yeah. I can recover a spell slot. To be honest, short rest.
Yeah.
You do want one.
I'm just gonna cure me wounds.
Well, Erky Timbers says he can do a little bit more healing before he's drained for the day.
Oh, I'd appreciate if he did.
And
then.
Durek will also offer you a potion if you'd like that
I'd
instead.
appreciate that rather than me using up one of my spells.
Well, I stopped before anyone cast spells. Instead of casting any spells, why don't we take a short rest?
So,
Short rest?
yeah, can do. It doesn't help.
Sure.
That doesn't help HP though, does it?
It does. You have 2 hit dice.
Oh yeah.
1 per level. You can roll those and get that health back. So you can roll up to 2d8 and get that much health back.
Cool.
Plus your constitution modifier, I believe.
Cool. So I took that.
There's,
So now I've got to go back to spells. Untick spells.
I mean, do I?
Yep. Sweet.
I'll take a short rest, but I only have 1 thing, so.
Roll hit die.
Oh, there we go. It does actually give me back my pack slots, so.
Is it how many hit die do you get? Do they reset?
You get one hit dice per level.
So if you go into short
No,
rest.
sorry. Do they long? What I mean is, do they last? Do they reset after?
Yes, whenever you have a long race, you gain all your hit dice back. It's fine. Have you seen the chat?
Cool.
It's
And you
just
need 1
advertising
dice.
box.
You've not activated the chatbot thing.
No.
I didn't know how to do that.
No, not you, him. He always forgets. It's funny.
So, anyone who's rolling hit dice, you gain that much health
Do you
plus
want
your
to know the worst
constitution
part about
modifier.
I probably shouldn't admit to this.
Yeah, I got my spell slot. I got
I
a
was
spell
even
slot.
like-
And then, 1 second.
Give me 1
Today I was doing this.
Okay.
This evening I was doing this. For it to
You hear,
automatically open when we look.
you hear some shuffling and some moving in corridors off in the distance, but nothing immediately comes to get you.
Lame.
I'll go first and I'll start walking through the corridor.
Are we going up that way, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
I'll follow him.
So, was that both you guys are going up first?
I'll go front and center because I'll slip it down.
I'll stick in the middle.
I'll stand to the side of them so I've got clear shot if anything jumps out.
I mean, I'll happily go up front
Wait,
as
no,
well.
no.
Yeah, so there.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Can we practice the Eldritch Blast
So you just stood in
shell
front of my blast.
technique?
I said if they want.
You can practice it if you want.
Say to Almond, do you want to practice the Turtle Shell Eldritch Blast technique?
Do you want to practice hockey pucks?
Yeah, can do.
I go into Turtle Shell mode and see what happens. Shoot me down the corridor.
Okay.
Swap places with you.
Everyone step back.
Roll to hit.
Hadouken! 8.
Okay, so, again, you don't hit him.
Also, you might not want to keep doing this because I'm powering up my Eldritch Blast, so you will.
You don't hit him, but you do get enough force near him to propel him down the corridor.
Okay.
What square is this? This is 28. Problem with doing rooms like this is I have to flick from page to page.
I peek my head out the.
It's like that on the campaign I'm doing on Thursdays.
So, the section of hallway you're in contains 6 doors, all slightly ajar, and a faint smell of musk.
It's not a jar, it's a door.
Should we all take a peek inside the door?
Hang on.
Yeah, yeah.
However, you basically go straight down the corridor into the next room.
I aggravate every single person in every room at the same time.
Does he take
You
any
do.
damage?
He does not take any damage because you didn't successfully hit him.
Cool.
The room you
I
find
guess
yourself
that's the
in,
idea, really, is
Talcook.
to aim near him, not on
Yeah.
him.
The room you find yourself in, Talcook, has cobblestone floor, containing 2 trapdoors, blocked open by iron spikes driven into the sides. So let me reveal these on what you can see. First of all, I'm going to do all this at once, so I will do it.
Door. Because there's something down there.
Several slightly surprised giant rats in your wake.
And a big spider-looking, black spider, clay-looking thing skulls past, and a grumpy skull.
Oh shit.
However, you have that momentary panic where you land on a bit of floor that clearly isn't floor. It feels like walking on wood rather than stone. And you don't want to move. You don't want to move your shell. You don't want to move. Wait, nothing's happening. What's going on?
Stay in your shell.
And as you look out of your shell, you can see that someone has driven slightly rusted iron spikes into the sides of whatever you're on to stop it activating.
Okay, I try and quickly get off it.
You can.
Okay, good.
However, there are now 3 giant rats have emerged to fight you. 1 second.
Answer them.
Are we thingy?
Are you the one
Yes,
right-
I'm just
are you
seeing if
right
there's
behind
anything I need to trigger.
me? Are you the one right behind me?
No, I'm right in the back.
Ah, no. But on my
So-
yeah.
Yeah, on your side.
It's up to the party. We can use the same initiative, and again, just pick up from the next character in the order, or we can roll again.
I'm fine with either.
Yeah. Just
Keep
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 going.
the same.
Either either.
We'll just keep going. Carry on. It is your turn.
Oh, cool. I'll take
These-
a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
Put your hands on your hips.
And bring your knees in tight.
It's
To the pelvic thrust.
I'm gonna.
They really
Drive you insane.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
there.
liking the harmonies though. You were harmonising quite well.
I'm gonna.
That's incredible considering neither of us can sing.
Hammer the one directly in front of me.
Roll it. Sorry, say that again?
Oh, me. I said you might have to start the barbershop quartet going.
The geek bar.
And I'm going to try that again.
The Geek Barber Shop Quartet.
Because I imagine that even a rat won't be hit at 5.
Well, that was damage anyway, wasn't it? Oh no. Yeah, no, that missed.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That missed. Next is Durek and Twigs.
Oh, hang on, I'm trying again. It'll be
Okay.
second attack. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you hit. Very damage.
There we go.
No, you had your chance. It's a mouse. It's fucked off.
Me. Oh, I'm the mascot for an evil corporation. Oh.
10 damage.
Oh.
I'm thinking whack-a-mole.
Yeah, you literally
Splat.
splat the rat. Hands you. Boom. And the rat's just flat.
In the splat.
Okay. Durek is going to take a pot shot with his longbow at the one furthest away. He's missed. He hasn't rolled above a 10 this session.
Hits Telco.
It's not a 1, so it doesn't hit Telco.
Don't do that.
I've at least hit things this
Meanwhile, Twigs is cowering because all he can do is pray. So he begins actually a very famous and well-known prayer around the land. Oh my god! Rats! We've got one attacking Telcook and one attacking Geryon because they are right next to each other. So, on Telcook, I know an 11 doesn't hit you, so I'm just going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
On Geryon,
It sounded like you're just going to keep attacking him then. What?
4 for Geryon, so that's going to miss as well. Altman, your turn, sir.
So, let me just... I want to try and be interesting. So, what is my range? 10 feet. So I'm going to step forward
Okay.
so that I am in... it's not me, is it?
No, that's not you. That's you.
Yeah, I'm going to step forward to, there. And I'm going to whip the rat in front of me, but with my back action, I'm going to fling him towards the other rat.
Okay. That's going to require a hit roll, and then after damage, a dexterity check.
So
Flick him
that
in the
was
right-
14
That hits.
hits. So damage is 4, and then you said dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! I need to make my guy more dexterous. Otherwise, I look like a 15. It's a 7.
For the dexterity check.
Yeah, for the dexterity check.
You attempt to flip it so that it lands there. However, in reality, it lands there.
Cool. Well, I will use my 2 action fighting to do exactly the same thing.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Like,
How much
kinda
damage
like
was it,
that.
by the way?
4.
Okay. Roll the hit.
So, yeah. So basically, I go. That's what I meant to do.
Get over here.
Oh, shit,
Get over here.
4. Does that hit?
No, it does not hit.
Finish.
Have you seen the trailer for the new film? Looks sweet. Looks sweet.
They're getting better at making movies.
They're getting better at making
Stuff.
video game movies,
Yeah.
specifically.
They were, but they were so bad at it.
I'm gonna say it's not a hard thing to improve when the balance.
Saying that, the first Mortal Kombat was just the right mix of silly and camp and bloody and
Yeah.
actually.
And, then
And that theme tune was absolutely off the rails.
I used to have that. I played that in the club once.
Okay, Azarath, it's your turn.
Where's my guy? There he is. I'm going on the rat in front of it, in front of the 2 of us.
That one there? Go for it.
I'm going to cast Mind Slither.
Okay, that's is that a wisdom or intelligence save?
Intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Gotta be 14.
Again, so what sort of thing are you going to do to make this rat feel pain? What sort of image or message are you going to do?
I'm gonna flick him the middle finger.
A massive cat.
Massive
Yeah,
cat.
I'm gonna flick
Some form of
yeah.
predator. Ooh.
What?
I think I need to roll a different dice. So a natural 20 on the resist.
Basically resistance.
Just making a mental
Oh.
note of dice next time I play.
You send him the middle finger.
It does it back.
It turns his paw upside down.
No, and the mental image you get back is of the rat in bed with your mother.
I just got rat fucked, motherfucker.
It's not the bed squeaking.
Yeah, it's
Tell
That's-
Cook, squish it.
It's not even the rat squeaking.
Telcook, your turn.
Ignore the one in front of you.
The
Squish
one in
it.
front of me, I just get my grey axe and chop it like a fucking tomato.
Okay. Roll the dice.
I'll roll reckless it. Oh no, too late anyway, but I've got a 7 anyway,
You
so...
say tomato.
6 plus
You said
7,
tomato.
13.
That hits. Roll the
I'm
damage.
giving him a chance to correct himself.
6 plus 5, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. You have diced this rat like a tomato to go in salsa.
Tomato.
Perfect. Do some
Uh, you've diced it so expertly, it's laid out in very presentable chunks on the floor in front of you.
Voila. Bon appetit.
Okay.
It's done so well, it's Juliet.
Carry on. It's your turn.
Cool, I'll whack it with my warhammer again. It's right in front of me, yeah, well, next to me, yeah. Does an 11 hit?
11 does.
Cool.
Really? Wow.
Armor 11.
I thought it was a 12. So
You splat the second rat.
Cool beans.
I kind of love this more.
Well, that's right.
So yeah, 3 dead rats apparently.
Trying to decide if that's like an evil face.
There is 6 cells,
Or an
by the
angry
way, in
horse's
this room.
nose.
I'm angry.
Horse nose.
What would you folks like to do?
So is that an angry demon or an angry horse? Yeah, right?
I start looking in the cells for this.
Like, roar! Oh wait.
I go to the cell to the right of me.
I've just broken
I'm
map.
down there.
It's an alien.
I was thinking it looks very alien.
Well, it'd be a demon.
Sorry guys, Alan broke me a minute there.
They're aliens.
If I start looking in the cells,
Okay, so in total in the cells,
My cosplay.
you find. Let me just get my dice.
Shaddam tickles Conan. 'Cause he's already rich.
8 silver pieces,
Walk around with that stuck in me.
2 gold pieces, and 4 gems worth 15 gold each. They are poor quality, but they would be used in some sort of commoner's jewellery. Go on.
We pop it in the party club.
Good, good. Would you guys like to head into the room with the disabled traps?
Yes.
Sorry, I should have used the GM's term there. The apparently disabled traps.
No, it's too late. You said the disabled now. What kind of disabled?
Leg disabled.
Yeah, bad enough that they need a
And
parking
just for the
pass.
record, Sid gets to say that because he is disabled. in
Also,
the-
it's just funny from the show.
Yeah, no.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. The kind of disabled where they get a parking pass, but they don't get any kind of benefits from the government.
Like
So
me.
Sid,
Like most people that are actually disabled.
Like me. Who only uses the badge when I'm having bad days.
or he can't get spot. Yeah, I know. I saw
So,
it there.
this room,
That's only at school.
as you noticed earlier, the cobblestone floor contains 2 trapdoors blocked open by iron spikes, now slightly rusted. The north wall holds a dry fountain similar to the one you found earlier, a bit further down the corridor. However, instead of a rearing dragon, this one shows a dragon diving into the fountain. There is a faint rotting stench in the room, as if fruit somewhere has been left to rot. There is a small door on the western wall, next to the other trap. Sorry.
Is a trap disabled for that as well?
Yes, that one is also held up by spikes.
Through the door. I mage hand the door.
Dun-dun-dun. The door opens.
Actually got a couple of
it-
people watching.
The smell gets stronger. The smell of something rotting gets stronger.
No, go in there.
I'll go in first. Can't smell a thing.
This is what you were made to do.
I can see who it is.
1 second. I need to get my reveal on. Ba-bum. What? Come back here, you little box.
Lurch, Discord for streamers, and a lot. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
How many watchers do you say we've got? Sorry, Alan.
Well, 3 that aren't something to do with us.
3 that are something to do with this, you say?
That aren't.
Okay. Hello. Good to see you all.
Evening.
So yes, there is an absolute stench in this room. Other than that, you can't see anything really from where you are.
I go in the room.
Anything interesting there, guys?
Yeah, I go in the room and try and look for loot.
Okay.
I don't go in the room.
No, Azrath, not Talcum.
Sorry.
Yeah, the one with no nose, because that's what they were made to do.
Voldemort to the rescue.
Is anybody else entering the room?
No, I want to investigate the statue of the dragon.
The fountain.
I've had such good luck with that so far.
Okay.
Yeah, the elephant.
Durek will enter the room because he's curious about the smell. What about Garion? Are you going in or are you staying out?
I'll go in.
Surely it'd be 2 times worse for the elephant who has the
Super
great,
smell.
the great super smell.
It
Gary, how does it smell in here?
very bad.
Smells like. Yeah, bad.
Rats.
Very bad.
Oh,
I was going to say something else.
And in the piles of detritus and partially gnawed bodies on the floor, several rats.
Sweet.
I'm just with Altman, just like, oh,
So-
interesting statue. Huh.
3 of these rats are similar to the ones you've just been fighting, i.e. about the size of a Cocker Spaniel, large teeth, not particularly dangerous on their own, but several of them could pile up some damage. However, the one that I'm about to mark, to make it look obvious,
Well, I've already, my first roll was 13 on support.
Yeah.
is...
I'm still going to say 13.
How many of you are familiar with the Warhammer worlds?
No,
On the slide.
not in the slightest.
Right.
A little bit.
Is it like a Skiva from Skyrim?
N-
Oh,
Like Skaven. Is that what you're going to say?
No, because this thing is diseased. It's swollen. There's like open wounds that are dripping pus down its side.
Sexy.
I was going to use the term Nurgle,
I was
but
gonna
that's
say
a very
Nurgle.
that's a very Warhammer thing. And if you don't know that, but yeah, it's a putrid giant rat. I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay.
It's also significantly bigger. This thing's the size of a Rottweiler.
Okay. I have a plan.
I'm just with Altman, just like, oh, this is an interesting statue. This is.
Yeah,
Is it undead?
it does not read as undead.
Okay.
Again, do you want to keep the same initiative, guys, or do you want to re-roll? In fact, no. I'm going to make the choice. Re-roll.
Alright, you're not in this one. You're not in the room. So I don't think
Everyone's
everyone's
got
still
nothing going still. 16.
16 for Altman.
The one time I rolled a nat 20.
Hang on, sorry, what was that, guys? 11 for...
Both of us rolled 11.
Oh, okay.
That makes it easy.
One time I rolled a nat 20, but it's 19 because I've got -1 on my initiative.
That is your dex, Jesus.
Just worse than mine, apparently.
I'm a big bumbling elephant.
And in game,
You said it.
he's not doing so good
Thanks,
either.
Okay.
Sure, there's a workplace there somewhere.
I'm not working. I am technically a customer.
Okay,
That's
guy.
all I want.
Okay, dokes, guys. Gary on gets first activation.
Cool. I'll go to the putrid smell, but then again, am I going to get like some sort of disadvantage because of its smell?
You would, but now, now you mentioned it, you are super sensitive to smell.
Only when doing checks.
So your nose doesn't work in between times. Okay.
I'll head
He's got
over.
a clothes peg down the length of it.
There's a little fucking valve on his nose, he can just turn it off.
Flat.
I'll go over to the big fucker.
He can have a little pouch that it sits in that has something nice to smell and he just pulls it out when he needs to.
In fact,
Like that one?
do I have prestidigitation? That would make it smell better.
I do not believe you do because you're a
I'm trying
cleric.
to make it smell better. We want it dead.
I was messing around.
It's like, oh my god, a giant aggressive rat. Rose petals.
Some
Lavender.
A little bit of sandalwood.
It's like, eucalyptus.
I just watched the TikTok on how this lady makes candles, and I'm like, I can do that easy, and I already have one of the things for doing it.
Wax crayons.
No, the pot for making the wax, melting the wax. She does it in like a soup kettle. And I've got one of those at the office. I'm like, well, I'm making candles from now on. You just buy the scent, buy the wax, melt the wax, add the scent, pour it in a thing with a wick. Job done. I'm like,
Did you not know that?
well, yeah, I just assumed there was something else
No.
to it, and I was like,
I was
wow.
making candles when I was 12.
Well, it looks like the geek bar's now selling candles.
Yeah, too right.
Gary on, is your
I'm going to
attack
go to the big one and whack it
Unfortunately,
with
they're all going to
the
smell
warhammer.
like Christmas.
Same
they're all
style.
going to cinnamony appy because that's my favourite.
Same style as the little ones.
roll to hit it? It's just bigger.
I need to work
presume
out how
I'm
we can
this.
make things that smell like dungeons.
You do.
And I am not. Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay. That one hits.
You don't always use
6
No, no,
damage.
it's a waste of
Six.
6 damage.
Sexually assaulted the rat.
I don't know how
You
powerful
pervert.
powerful that is.
I could have channeled my divinity as well. Forgot about that.
Why deal it physical damage when you can deal it psychological trauma? Actually, that's most D&D parties.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Next on the list is Altman.
Can I see through the doorway?
You can hear this commotion as Gary on goes with his hammer. It's either Gary on hitting something with his hammer,
I keep
or they're
going
playing
to
a very enthusiastic game of badminton.
So, I'm going to move
Do not crack the telly.
to there.
Sorry, we're
Just
free.
inside the door, was that?
Just inside the door. No. Scratch that. I'm going to move to there in the middle of those three.
Okay.
Sorry, elephant dude. I'm going to use the arms of Hodor!
That caused so much damage last time.
Well, yeah, only because I realised it was a strength thing, whereas I don't think rats are particularly strong. And anyway, I just love the idea of these tendrils coming out of me. Like,
So I have to make
Just
a
big
strength
stuff.
saving.
yes, you will have to do a strength saving throw, I'm afraid, Sid. And so will each of the rats.
For fuck's sake.
Did you fail? He failed. How are the rats getting on?
What's the save?
Strength.
It's not good, Dave. It's not good, Dave. The highest they rolled was a 10.
Fucking
Yes.
serious right now.
So,
Taking half of that health.
2d6 necrotic damage
Yeah.
is what it is.
right, so
Just see
everyone
what
has taken 9d6 of necrotic damage, and none of them can take reactions.
Okay, so what happens here is the orc comes barreling through the door into the middle of this crowd of rats, there is a very small, very localized explosion of blades.
No, not blades, tendrils.
Tendrils? Okay. There is a very small and very localized Cthulhu fanfiction. And then 2 of the rats die. And the other one, the already ill-looking one, is now looking shredded. And I don't mean they've been on the protein shakes.
What happens with necrotic damage?
If you
nothing,
take...
it's just if you're sensitive.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Yeah, depending on damage sensitivity.
It's like poison damage and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It doesn't actually have an ongoing effect. It's just if you are sensitive to it or resistant to
When
it.
I mean this thing looks shredded, one of its legs is only hanging on in 2 places by a bit of sinew.
Cool. I've got
And you've taken half its face off.
I'm not
Azrath,
gonna waste
it's
my
your
time.
turn apparently. And what was left of it.
Wait,
Alright.
I might have a bonus action. I just want to
I can't. Mine's slither.
Okay. Oh, it failed this time. A lot.
Yes.
Which one? The normal one? Or the
No.
unhealthy one?
The shredded one.
Okay.
One with a 6 pack.
I think you didn't have it.
Okay.
I do, but I'm not going to use it because he's.
Now it takes 1d6 psychic
That's
damage.
what I did last
It's
time.
just
I did
dead.
Last time, and then you guys
It was on his last health.
Okay.
So whatever you rolled, it was dead.
Because I was going to move away, but
flick it
there was
the
only
finger and
4
kill it.
movement to get.
You flick it the finger with such
Just the point.
viciousness that it just keels over and dies.
I could then step out.
Damn right.
Little finger like Voldemort.
And then use Eldritch Blast down.
Teleport.
Kill Falcon Rat, so.
I
Don't-
go in and stomp on the last rat.
I would say there is obvious commotion going on, but there's also this lovely fountain.
Imagery wise, for what just happened, Umbrella Academy
With his technicals.
with the
Kraken.
yeah,
Not
the
Kraken,
with
that's Eduardo. Ben.
the-
Yeah, I'm just going to go stomp on it. So I'm just going to use my claw attack.
Okay. Roll.
Obviously, before he dies.
Roll the hit.
That is a 21.
21, that definitely hits. He does it after he dies as well. In the amphitheatre at the end of season 1.
Or that is 8 damage.
8 damage is enough to kill it. You pick it up and you rip it into 2 pieces with your bare
No,
strength.
I just squish it with my foot.
Nice.
Stomp.
Rats are dead.
I feel like we're killing a lot of rats.
I'm going to cure my necrotic wounds.
Can I suggest we send a invoice to the owner of this place for getting rid
Pest
of all
control.
the pest control? Yeah.
I agree.
Erky Timbers comes in and offers to heal 8 of your wounds, Sid.
Oh, okay, that saves me.
It's not quite as many as that gives you, but 8's better than nothing.
It's only 1 off my full health now. So.
Fair enough.
I'll print off your certificates that you finished.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can finish the rest if you want to.
Forgot about that.
I'll give you them because I've been going through it with the new boys.
I see you've printed all the ones I've finished as well.
Yeah, so you're in this room. It is covered with bits of stuff.
Sid hasn't finished any.
Like there is the corpses of vermin here. There are corpses of kobolds. There are some older bones that look to be more humanoid or elfish or possibly orcish. You don't know. They're just humanish. There's lots of stuff scattered about as well. If anybody's looking for stuff.
Any treasure?
So
I
if,
will investigate.
tell you what, if you do want to investigate or use your perception on this room, first I need you to take a Constitution save.
Because of the smell.
Yeah, because of the smell
So
and the
I might
various
get disadvantage on
diseases and that. You do. This is where your smell thing comes in.
Oh no. Oh no.
that.
I got 3 and
no.
an 18.
I got a 4.
Which one's your Constitution save, Smarter?
3.
Okay.
I'm not going to roll my. I'm not going to roll my disadvantage because you can't get lower than a nat 1.
Sid's
Azrath, sorry.
got-
What was yours?
That's bad.
What? Go roll Constitution save.
So I got 4, but that's only because I rolled a +3.
Still, let me joke you.
Okay. Oh, I thought my guy's got no nose. I thought that might have worked.
Okay.
Constitute.
You'll get advantage
Advantage. To roll twice.
because you've got no nose.
How does he smell?
Okay.
Terrible.
I'll take it. It's a Constitution. What? 19.
Okay. Tell Cook what was your roll?
I got an 8.
An 8. So, anyone who rolled between a 10 and a 2 after your modifiers
Yes.
will take 3 points of poison damage. Anybody who rolled a natural 1 takes double.
I didn't pay attention to what the number was because it didn't affect me.
6 you're taking.
Thank you. For fuck's sake, you know that health orange?
Yeah.
Do I find anything?
You do.
Even though I'm slightly
However,
poisoned.
the investigation of the room does reveal a total of 312 silver pieces,
I'll just add it to the pile, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
68 gold pieces,
2 secs.
These were some rich ass rats. I know it was the gods who said all the things.
and one of the... Sorry, say that again? Have you got that, yeah? 312 silver, 68 gold.
Yeah.
And one of the corpses, once you remove some of the rats and detritus and that, is dressed in leathers with a bow and arrow, so you're assuming some form of ranger. It still has a large amount of its equipment on it. There is, in total, studded leather armour, 5 daggers, a longbow, a backpack containing a water skin, a bedroll, a tinder box, and 3 torches.
These guys were on Tinder.
Is still with us.
He also has a quiver with 6 arrows, so anyone that has arrows can replace them. A potion of healing,
Yoink. Oh no, give it to Sid.
I drink it.
2d4 plus 2.
I'm going to take a couple of the daggers if no one's got any issue with
There is also 3 gems worth 25 gold pieces each in his pouch.
that. That can go in the pot as far as I'm
Anything
concerned.
magic related?
None of it is magical. There is, however, a golden ring on his arm with a name inscribed in dwarfish on it.
Take it.
You can't go Bobby Max, obviously, because it says Max. So that was going to be a side
Right.
question.
I put the ring on.
Look at the name first.
I look at the name.
Who can read dwarfish?
Not him.
I've got.
You can comprehend
eyes.
languages.
No, I have eyes the runekeeper, so I can read any
I,
language.
before he does that, I asked the dwarf to read the
Yeah,
name.
it's an awesome spell.
Well,
Not spell.
apparently your half-orc has an ability called Eyes of the Runekeeper where they can read any language.
Let me just 100% check that. I'm pretty sure because I've used it in like 4 different campaigns.
You
Yeah, the Runekeeper does do that.
Either way, the dwarf can tell you if yours doesn't do that. It tells you it's the name.
Yeah, it just literally says you can read all writing.
So yeah, what you read is the word Caracas, which is K-A-R-A-K-A-S.
Doesn't mean you
Cat
can
rat
underst-
cast.
Oh,
doesn't-
it sounds like he's a scouse dwarf. He was
Ah,
a bit
Caracas.
It doesn't mean you can understand the writing, though, does it?
Well, exactly. You can read it, but for this, it's just one single
So
word.
I can read German, but I might not know what the word means.
However, Durek will tell you
Yeah.
that that's a mountain dwarf name.
Okay.
Caracas is a sort of typically a name used by mountain dwarfs because it means like peak climber.
Is it a magical ring?
There is
Well,
nothing.
choosing
There is
also.
nothing to indicate it as a magical ring. It merely has. It's literally. It's a plain gold band, other than the runes that inscribe the name on it.
I'll put it in my. Put it in his shelf, and we can sell it later.
Okay. It is worth 10 gold pieces if you do sell it.
Yeah, I drop it in the back of his shelf.
Okay.
Okay, I've got the daggers.
Yeah.
There is nothing else in this room.
Sweet. Let's go and have a look at the family.
Oh yeah, I was investigating that earlier. Wasn't trying to bring the map up on here, and I realised.
I tried to investigate the fountain to see if there's any type of switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tweet out the fountain.
Before we were rudely interrupted earlier, I rolled a 13 to investigate the fountain before they went into a fight. Or if the house.
Anyone who is investigating the fountain, you can put your result from earlier. Roll me an investigation or a perception check.
Cool, let me just get it up. That's a natural 20 plus 6, so 26.
You don't see anything.
You're looking so hard that you go blind.
You can't see the wood for the tree.
I'm joking.
It's like me in real life.
You see the one.
Hello?
You
Is
see
it me you're looking
fountain?
for?
In the distance, you see what looks like the skeletons of rats squattering about the place.
So, who did anybody roll over a 15?
Well, he did. But no.
Okay. You notice on the front of the basin. Well, first thing you notice is that, except for the position the dragon statue is in, this looks exactly like the other fountain. Down to the way it's designed, the colours of stone used, sort of the way it's polished, the swirl of the bowl. It looks exactly like the other fountain, except for the dragon statue itself.
Okay.
You also notice a very, very faint inscription around the front of the bowl in Draconic.
Telcook.
I could read
Yes.
that.
Okay, I call either Telcook or Gary, whoever's closer.
I'm counting gold.
Yeah. Alright, Gary in. Come over here a sec.
Yes.
I mean, you can see.
Yeah, he can see
there's
you
something through.
fairly close. So the
Can you read
words.
this for us?
Go on.
Gary, can you read this for me? I can't. I think it's Draconic. I can't read it.
It is. It says.
It says. Are you saying this out loud? You're going to read it to them, yeah?
Yeah.
It says, "Let there be death." What language do you say that out in? Do you say like it says this in Draconic, which means this? Do you say it just means this?
Are you going to say it out loud in Draconic, or are you going to tell us?
Or
what it
in
means?
common?
He's trying to decide which he's going to do based on.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to read the DM's poker face.
Well, none of us understand.
I have a terrible poker face, but I lean into it by trying to
Uh,
indicate the wrong
common.
thing. You're going to say it out loud in common.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd have probably done.
So yeah, Garyon tells you, "Let there be death."
Okay.
I take the dwarf and slit his throat over the pool.
No, I go and grab one of the rat corpses.
Fuck
and
your
throw it in the
story.
fountain.
No.
Okay. There is now a corpse in the fountain.
So let there be death.
It's already dead, though.
I pull out my grey axe.
Spare the dying on it. And then you kill
I
it.
take a rat, we spare the dying on it, we bring it back to stable life, and then we kill it as
Yeah.
a sacrifice to the
Go on
well.
then. It's
You can't spare the dying if it is dead.
Oh yeah, good point. And we did splatter them.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
what it's supposed to
I
be.
know D&D is no place for logic most of
Guys.
the time. Yes, guys.
Just a suggestion.
I'm the
If
only
you go
one
to the
there.
kobolds, convince one another that we need help with, for one kobold, then we kill it and say they're down in combat.
I'm not killing a dragon, it's bad juju.
No, just one of the little
I'll
kobolds.
kill a
saying,
rat and a
Yeah, we
dwarf,
need help.
not a dragon.
No, we won't give Mimo, because he's a nice guy. But just, a fucking, side character.
I'm not killing a dragon.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with killing kobolds, I'm afraid.
No, I guess next room it is then. I guess we go around to the corridor.
They might not be a fan of Mimo, but they probably don't want him dead, because they would have done that themselves.
Whoa, what's even worse? Sacrifice.
Did he just say what I said?
What about the dwarf?
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to say, have I got would your arms of Hadar work?
What was the word?
It's a necrotic spell.
If anyone's dying, it's going to be the person who already looks half dead.
It said, let there be death.
If someone can revive me. No.
Does one of us say it in Draconic? Can we do
Would you like me to say it in Draconic?
I back to the back of the room. I tell everyone to back up to the
Yeah.
back of the room.
Gideon is offering to say in Draconic if you think that'll help.
Yeah,
I will move into
I
the bottom right hand corner
before we do it, before one of us does it, back up to the corner of the room.
In fact,
However,
I'm not
I
even gonna step out of the room.
would like to say I feel this is a bad idea.
Which corners?
Anyone,
I'm
how
bottom
about
right.
everyone else get out of the room and I'll say it?
I would like to go to the other side of the trap, and can you use your mage hand to remove those spikes holding it, and then we'll say it.
I like that one.
Yes, let's do it.
Are you all lining up on the other side of the trap then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure I want to do that because we then have to get over the trap.
No, we don't. Only to get it.
Yeah. Okay, so Gedeon raises his voice
Still bottom.
and he says something that sounds like gravel being run through a malfunctioning lawnmower, but which those that speak it know as draconic. And there is a click, and then a whoop, and yeah, no, that's a good one.
I think I'm enjoying this, making noises.
This area here becomes filled with a violently green gas sprayed from the mouth of the dragon.
Sid.
My bad.
Uh,
I think he's joking.
that is where it is most concentrated. However, of course, there is wisps and fog and tendrils spreading out as the players stand there.
That doesn't look fun. Let's go.
Have you locked the back door?
Yeah, it's clearly violent in some way, this gas. It's definitely going to hurt you.
Okay, let's go. We found out it wasn't fun. Let's go.
Okay, where would you like to go next, party?
Away!
No, there's to the left of that big room. There's a little corridor where you peeked in. I was gonna look at that one.
To the left of which room?
The one that we were just going with the rat thing. You see that little...
Little sliver in the corridor.
Oh, I see it. You're talking about here.
Yeah, that one.
That was the first thing
Okay.
I ever seen when I was a kid. You know when he goes in, he goes the witch.
On the way out,
Yeah, that
I was
was
gonna say, can I cast a fireball into that green gas?
Sure, you cast a fireball into the green gas.
I want to see if it was flammable. I wanted to call movie.
It was not, no.
Yes,
No.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
When you open this door,
Fireball.
give me a second here. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Where are we?
Down
We just
bottom.
fucked off.
Yeah, we're heading towards the corridor of the next floor.
Oh, of course, because we didn't go any. What? No, what? We went in there.
We didn't eat for a Monday, yeah? I had a $45 that made up for everything.
Sorry.
The vegan sausage is coming in tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was running that yesterday.
So, you gentlemen
Took them off there, didn't we?
Yeah, we're on to that.
Yeah.
open the door to the Caltrops corridor to see the route that you folks made last time has disappeared. The Caltrops are now evenly spread around the floor again.
Does it look like it's been done by magic or by a person?
It's almost impossible to tell. It literally just looks like someone's like swept them all back into place and scattered a few extras.
I use mage hand to start
No,
batting
stop.
away.
That won't take too long. I start walking across them.
You want to use your tendrils in it, don't you?
No, I wanted to
You
keep
start
it.
walking across them, you say?
Yeah.
You need to make a dexterity check then.
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay. When you get to here, I'm going to need you to roll an initiative for me.
Fine.
Got all of us.
Well, certainly
For
most
fuck's
of you.
sake.
Yep. Okay. Azrath got a 15.
Azrath got a 15.
Huh?
15. Ba-boom. Tell Cook, what did you get?
9.
9. Gary on.
5. Oh, gas is back.
Altman.
12.
Just throw it on my dice on the
I
floor.
was to say that was a lot of dice.
And I already had it.
What are we facing now?
9.
The same ones.
Well, it's been 24 hours.
They've come back to life.
And 7.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you later, bro.
What about, hey, George?
Yeah?
Excellent on your rings again.
Oh,
Nice one. Okay. Azrath, you're first. You have noticed that there are several. 2 goblins have popped up from the chest, well, waist-high wall in front of you.
Fireball.
Firebolt, you say? Left goblin or right goblin?
Sorry. I'm gonna go for the left goblin.
So let's be this to be fair.
Did not get a natural one this time. Did not get a natural one this time.
Right, are you going to fire through the doorway or are you going to step into the room?
I'll step into the room.
Okay. Dexterity save.
Yeah.
Come on, right
Dexterity, cool. 14.
You take 2 points of spike damage,
Give me 2 seconds.
but then you may proceed as normal.
Yeah, just I've done that. Fireball.
Roll to hit.
The window.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like.
Good hit. Roll to do damage.
On the wall.
D10.
There's also some twigs with lights in.
Yeah, that's from the hairdressers though, doing the refurb.
Yeah, I figured it would be. Colour's nice.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
The goblin you've hit, as he comes up to draw his bow, takes a firebolt to the chest, which seems to ignite something that he was wearing, and he just drops again with very small, very pathetic screams, and then dies.
Oh dear.
Altman, your turn.
I remember. Yes.
I am from the doorway going to fire Eldritch Blast. In
Okay.
that very English voice.
Blast.
How do, Ken?
I'll do, Ken.
How do, Ken? That was a dirty 20.
Okay, roll to do damage.
Pew pew. What's it say? 8. 8 damage. Oh, that was a like. So,
I mean, that's still damage.
One of the big ones as well.
no, I'm just going to take everything off and then she can decide what she's
Sorry, 8 damage, you said.
8 damage, yeah.
Okay. Staring horrifiedly at the still smouldering corpse of his friend, the other goblin gets hit with a physical blast to its face so hard it appears to do a Catherine Wheel style spin before collapsing on the floor lifeless.
There's nothing more fun than giving a goblin PTSD just before it's going out of misery.
Just before I
Nothing
kill
more
it, yeah.
I can go to sleep with a smile on my face tonight.
Well done, you've killed the 2 defenseless goblins only trying to keep their territory safe for their families.
Yep.
Good.
Now we need to go kill their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like true murder hobos.
So, are you guys going to move through the corridor? If you take your time, I will let you move through the corridor without needing to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a natural 20, so can I just walk through normally?
You can. The 2 that have already rolled are passed fine anyway.
I was going to say,
Sorry.
I'm taking my time because I'm tired of falling over.
I slowly walk up to the room and look on the corner of the last time there was arrows shooting and stuff.
There is no sign of arrows shooting at the moment.
Okay. I walk through.
But
Okay.
in fairness, the goblins would know that because, oh yeah, we've been this way.
Yes.
That's why it's all revealed. Makes my job easy.
Best thing is I have a giant S
Okay.
that I can do something cool with.
Who's at the front? Telcook.
Apparently the boys...
Telcook,
They-
16 does not hit you, does it?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because
Showed him the dice tiles and the boy's like, oh, alright. I'm like, what? Well, cool.
looking a little bit surprised, but still armed with short bows.
The twins, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
3 goblins
Dice.
that have apparently been set to defend this place.
Okay.
Do we have to re-roll smudging?
We'll just keep the same initiative because there's only 3 goblins.
Cool.
Next is Durek,
Basically the same
who is going to sort of try and spread himself out and try and take a pot shot.
Is he going to miss again?
He's missed. Fucking 7.
You know that tick though? A shot and a missed, and 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 this went on for hours. I feel like this is where we're at with this guy. He gets all the credit, that's the worst bit. None of us are no one knows we were here, and this dick keeps doing nothing but coming in and healing people.
Tell Cook, it is your turn.
I walk up to them and slap one in the face with my axe.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to notice that he's renowned as the hero of this fortress.
So fuck all.
Roll the hit.
That is 11.
That does not hit. As you swing your axe, the goblin ducks below the low wall, and your axe glances off the wall before making contact with the goblin.
Shit.
Just have it somewhere.
The goblin's going to drop his bow and try and hit you back with his sword.
Yeah.
A 10, so no. The goblin to his left is actually going to keep firing and is going to aim at the Gith.
Okay. Yeah.
17.
What
Yeah,
is it?
looking at.
I
Yeah.
was going to say something there, but
4 points of damage to Azrath.
Okay, okay.
And the other one's going to shoot Durek, who also takes 4 damage.
It's stupid.
Garian, it is your turn.
Okie I'm going to, because I haven't done it all night, I will cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
It's accepted for a goblin. But
So he has to make a dex save, yes?
He does.
I believe a 9 fails.
It does. So he takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Roll your damage.
It takes 3.
3 fire damage.
radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
3 radiant damage.
I mean, I don't
Not that it makes any difference whatsoever.
it does if he's sensitive to radiant.
I said
or-
probably.
Azrath, it's back to your turn. Have I lost somebody? Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Becky Timbers.
He operates when when Durek does.
Okay then.
I've got everybody else though, yeah. I thought I was a player down for some reason.
Because he never turned up.
So yeah, Azrath, it's your turn.
In fairness, I was not.
The goblin that shot me.
Yes, that's the one dead ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm really pissed. I don't care if it's a waste. I'm firing a chromatic orb at him.
Go for it. Roll to hit. Tell me what type of damage.
Yeah.
I'm going for thunder damage.
Minecraft thing. I'm doing that one. So.
I'm gonna roll the hit. All right. No, not that one. That one.
But I wouldn't make it do D8 anyway.
18 plus 6, 24.
Well, that hits.
Alright, 3d8. I don't care if it kills it. I'm rolling the 3d8. I need another d8. I'll just roll this one. 5, 8, so that's 13. 21 points of damage. 21 points of thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Yep.
Thunder.
Na.
I got pissed and used chromatic orb. 3d8.
We all start chanting.
With a reverberating sound of AC/DC playing the bass in the background, the goblin does that cartoon skeleton thing when they get electrocuted, where you can see all the bones, and then falls into a pile of ash.
As we're all stood behind going.
Even better.
Before my turn ends, I just clap my hands.
Nice.
I dust my hands off.
Azrath throws the orb, shouting thunder. The goblin goes ah. Okay, there's one dead. Definitely dead. Altman.
Where am I? There I am.
You're that.
So I'm going to move forward to just to the left of the total. I'm going to use my whip on the first one and slam him into the wall.
On this one.
Yeez.
Okay.
It's a weird experience. For those that can't see, I'm currently looking through an S to activate my thing. Whippy. How? Does a 10 hit? No. I didn't think it does it?
No.
Nope, so I'll use my second thingy and do it again.
Okay.
Second weapon fighting.
2 weapon fighting.
2 weapon fighting, yeah. 14.
That hits.
Cool. So I do 5 damage. I'm assuming a dexterity roll for throwing him into the wall.
No, I'll roll it. He'll do a roll to resist it this time. Oh, which he's failed on a 10.
Sorry, cool.
5 damage, you said?
5 damage initially, yeah.
Alright. I'll add 1 for the impact of him hitting the wall as well, to make it 6 damage.
So basically,
Yeah. So 5 damage with the initial whip, and then 1 as you bounce him off the wall. Okay, Durex can have a pot shot again at the one that's injured. Finally hits something. It's only on 1 life, so it'll die.
oh, see, kill Stiller.
He gets the credit.
Typical.
Tell Cook.
I climb over the wall and go after the last goblin.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, that's all.
And I missed again with a 10.
That's unfortunate.
Oh wait, I'll attack recklessly and get advantage. Or is it too late to say so?
That's fine, no, roll, do it.
I still miss. With a 9.
You're so reckless, you were too reckless, and you couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
However, he's going to hit you back, and he gets advantage as well, yeah?
Yeah, right.
If he hits his back, it's going to shell as well.
The most he's rolled is a 16, so you're fine.
Yep.
Gary, on, your turn. Another Sacred Flame, my lord?
No, shit.
No,
Doesn't
don't
do
throw
enough.
shit at him. That's
It
disgusting.
doesn't do enough damage. So I'm going to go over there and hit him with my warhammer.
Rhythm stick.
With your rhythm stick. Hit you. Hit you. Hit you.
You gotta rename your warhammer now. Rhythm stick.
Hit me slow or hit me quick. Just hit me. Hit me.
Pretty
hit
confident at 21
me.
hits.
That hits.
There's far too many musical
Fuck's
references in this campaign.
There's not enough musical references in this campaign.
2 fucking damage.
2 damage. Oh.
So your blow
I've
is
used all my war
your blow is perfect. It is aimed exactly where you want it to aim. Only problem is
You didn't put any strength.
the goblin's 2 inches shorter than you think it is. So you pull your blow at just the wrong point, and it just gets a on the head.
Just the weight of the hammer hits. it
Yeah.
rather than the
That's
actual-
what another use for it.
You don't hit it with anything, you just give it your hammer, and it just goes ah. Okay, Azrath, it's your turn.
I go
Probably done better if I'd have
2
given him
squares
the hammer.
forward, and I start singing out loud, "Burn, baby, burn," as I cast Firebolt.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn,
Disco Inferno.
Where are
That's a
we?
13 plus a 6.
I like this group. It's
That's a
great.
19.
That hits.
So, D10. I just had it. There we go. 10 damage.
10 damage. That's
Well,
dead.
just singing "Burn, baby, burn."
That's.
Disco
Oh, it burns,
Inferno.
baby. It burns.
Straight to the Disco Inferno.
Well, whilst we're here, I need to tell you about the session. I watched them stream it. I didn't play it. I want to make that clear. But they had 3. What are the half genies called?
Jinx.
Ganassi, thank you. 3 Ganassi. One was air, one was stone, and one was Inferno. And they were all half related to each other. They all had the same mum but different dads.
Slag.
And they went around as a 3-person adventuring group called Earth, Wind and Fire. And they all dressed in bell-bottoms with amazing hair. And like torn open chests with their hair showing and medallions on them.
Nice.
And all their spells were disco dance moves. And I just thought, oh. And then the group never put up another session, so I don't know how it went after the initial session.
Oh no.
It's one of them that they either didn't do anymore or they just didn't stream it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you've cleared this room. The corridor you wanted to reinvestigate is directly ahead of you.
I open the door and walk in.
You're in a corridor. I'm assuming the rest of you are coming up near the corridor.
Aye.
Yep.
Yes.
I go in the corridor with the portal.
Very swirly. Yes.
Let me just...
That way?
Yes.
Like that.
There we go. I tell everyone else to come in. It seems safe.
It's a corridor. There's a door at the end, and there's a door to your right.
I mage hand the door to my right once everyone gets in the corridor.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, we have been through here before, haven't
Not the full corridor, but you've been through this area.
we? Yeah. Because there was that chain. That's going to take her a while to get through. She'll just stand alone. She'll make a fortune.
Okay, yeah, you open the door.
50p a pop.
The door opens. There's a sudden sound of alarm.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
And 3 goblins come out to investigate what's going on.
Wasn't me.
Can I get a surprise attack of a fireball on there?
You can't, but we will re-roll initiative.
Okay.
No, I don't want the
If you're
help
watching the
menu.
actual
Go
series,
away
see what that means.
on that. So,
Oh, it was another it was a new follower.
Oh, nice.
Missed your name,
How's
though,
it?
but
As
Thanks
I've
for the
got a
follow.
dirty 20. Unnatural 20 for initiative.
sorry, was that you, Azrath?
Yeah, unnatural 20.
Sid, what was yours?
what am I
Initiative.
doing? Oh, initiative. Sorry, I got sidetracked by the noise of the follower. My apologies.
Mine was 15.
4.
4 and a 15. Yes, thank you, Swift Co FTW, for following.
Oh, thank you.
I got a 12. Go cook.
You were at 15, did you say?
15 yet?
Yeah. 12 for Telcook.
Yep.
Durek is on an 11 still. And the goblins are on a 9. Literally only one of you changes places. Okay, so Azrath, you get the first turn.
I'm not going anymore with any more music puns. I don't know anyone that goes with infestation, but I'm going to cast infestation at the one in front of me. Come on, man.
If you give me a second, I will find you one. I'm sure I know of a bug pun music.
No, I start humming the tune to Bug's Life.
Oh yeah, the theme tune to Bug's Life.
Yeah, I don't know what it is though, but yeah.
So that's a
Like
save, yes.
Infestation. So a Constitution saving throw.
Failed.
You take 1d6 poison damage.
D6 plus 1 poison damage. I know what you can do.
You take 2 damage. And moves 5 feet in a random direction. I'm going to roll a d4 for that. Just give me a second and I'll tell you.
The only song I can think of that is bug related is Miley Cyrus's first single after she stopped being Hannah Montana, which was called Fly on the Wall.
That was 2.
It's very niche.
Yep, that's right. That's the direction he goes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Altman is next. You're currently not in the room.
Have a little rest.
You can have a rest.
Sit down and have a sandwich.
Sit down and has a sandwich.
No.
Crazy kids.
You moved the screen as I touched that, which freaked me out. I was like, I shouldn't be able to control that. So, I'm still trying for some reason. So, I am going to, unfortunately for the turtle, I'm going to enter the room and stand in the space directly in front of the turtle. Sorry, boys. Oh no, wait.
How many spell slots does that?
I just cast stone. I only uses one, but I think I've only got one spell slot left. Let me just check if I've got. Yeah, I've still got one left. So.
Okay. I need strength saves from Azrath and Telcook.
Okay.
So
How much
it
are
is.
off a mask if you the toilet?
One of the goblins passed.
Yeah, I'm
She takes
roll.
half.
However, it's the one that's already damaged.
Yeah, you only take it's half damage and
Strength saving throws, did you say?
Yes, please.
3 damage anyway.
Only 2d6.
Azrath got 12 and I got 13.
Do you know what your DC is, Smiler?
Shit. Yes. It is 13. So one of you takes 3 damage.
Whoever rolled the 12 takes the 3 damage.
What? Whoever takes 12 takes more, right?
No, yeah. Whoever rolled the 12 takes 3 damage. Whoever rolled the 13 takes 1 damage.
And I moved from there, so that's 5, 10.
5, 10, 15. You've got 3 squares left.
How much?
So I will move to
There.
as far as I can basically. Yeah.
Okay. After Altman, it is Telcook.
I go to the goblin in the middle and Grey Axe him. I try to behead him basically.
Go for it.
I like to rage as well. And
I
then
thought that was
I'd like to attack recklessly as well.
Go for it.
That is a 24.
That definitely hits.
And it's D12. That is 18 damage.
How much?
18. D12 plus 7 to rage.
You were attempting to behead him.
Yep.
You behead him. You behead him so spectacularly that his head spins off up his body going vertically, but when it lands perfectly back on his neck. And then he falls over dead.
Boom. Awesome.
Durek is going to slide in and take a pot shot at this one. He has actually hit. For fucking once.
I love how you can get all the credit for the story and he's killed like 3 goblins.
Make that 4 goblins. It's Goblin's turn, and this one is going to attack him and miss. Garyon, your turn. There's 1 goblin left on half health.
Am I next to it? I'll go next to
You
it.
can be.
I'll hit it with my warhammer.
Go for it.
I hit him with my warhammer.
15.
Hits.
It was
3.
3 is enough to kill it. 3 is exactly what it has left. This time your blow is not only aimed perfectly, but deals the perfect amount of damage to kill it.
4 eggs.
The room they were in, if I can get this to reveal,
Don't
Come
need to
on.
do that.
is merely like some sort of corridor. Some sort of campsite. Just do 1 second. Yeah, it's like a sort of camping room, almost like these 3 guys wanted to be different and camp away from the rest of the goblins.
Okay. Can I bed down here? And, you know, take a long rest?
This could be a place to bed down. If you bed down here, though, you're going to be here for 8 hours in enemy territory.
Yeah, we don't want to take a long rest from there, please.
Okay, Erky Timbers, you got any healing juice left?
He does have a bit. If we go in there, we can take a short rest, and him and Direct between them can start to help heal you out.
Yes, please, I'm not half health. I'm squishy.
Okay,
Generate
so
tabletop.
Erky Timbers will heal you
Yep.
for 10 points.
Woohoo! Oh, that's fine.
Who else needs some healing?
No, I'm good actually for once.
I'm back to full.
I mean, I'll take a point if there's a point going. Hang on,
You
let
can
me
have
check.
1 shot from a health potion. That's a minimum of 1 point. So that's a minimum of 3 points.
Oh, actually, I need 4 points. So
Hang on, D4 plus 2d4 plus 2, minimum 4. Take a shot out of a health potion, the minimum you're getting is 4 points.
okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Because it's 2d4 plus 2, so you would roll 2 plus 2, you're getting at least 4.
Yeah, cool.
Anybody else need health?
Nope.
Okay. As it happens, guys, we are bang on time. That is 10:30.
Awesome.
Short rest will be enough time that the goblins will not reappear.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah. Another
how have you guys felt today? How have you enjoyed that one?
It's good. I was really, really enjoying it. Yeah, it's good stuff.
I've played through this campaign myself as a player. Not too long ago. It was only last year, just before the Great Upheaval. And I really, really enjoyed this campaign. This particular dungeon is one of the better ones in D&D history, and this is a really good version of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So yeah, that's going to be us for the night, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who has followed us whilst we've been broadcasting.
Cheers, guys.
I'm particularly happy, of course, to see all the bots in the chat, because why wouldn't we want bots in our chat? I for one, welcome our new robot overlords. Our robots. Yeah, it's been a good session, guys. I can't wait till next week to do some more.
Cheers, guys. Just a few messages from us at the Geek Bar. Our new mystery box is available. So this is it's a mystery box containing £100 worth of print, 3D print minis, so things like dice towers and gothic mugs and things, minis, dice, stuff like that. Basically, it's 100 quid's worth of stuff, and it's 50 quid basically. They're now available on the website. They're already selling well. I've got a few here to get posted off tomorrow. Obviously, if anyone out there wants to take part in one of our D&D sessions, please give us a shout. We have 2 on the go at the moment. We have 1 space left on Ghost of Saltmarsh, and we have this session as well. If you'd like to join us for this session,
3 on this, I think.
we can have 3 in on this. Yeah. Alternatively, we do have a 3rd one waiting to start, and some other bits and pieces. So again, if you want to do it, there's also the opportunity to Call of Cthulhu and Edge of Empire, if that's something that you're more interested, which is basically Star Wars or horror-esque sort of 1920s.